what's up everybody? Though there's still probably nobody here yet. This is the Dodgers versus the Phillies. We are still in the first inning. We missed the first inning, and I guess nothing really happened. The Dodgers didn't score any runs, and now Wood just pitched it, and he's going up against Herrera, who's batting .288. So my name's Devin, and I am going to try to broadcast as much of this Dodger game as possible, though nobody is listening yet. So here we go. Judy Kane, I don't know, they just mentioned somebody's name. Here's the windup from Wood. Pitched, check swing, that's a strike. So it's 0-2, bottom of the first inning. Dodgers are going against the Phillies, and the Phillies are not a great team. So let's hope the Dodgers can win. And they're talking about the umpire right now. His name is Paul Emanuel. And Herrera's in at the plate. Here's the windup. Strike three. Those dropped, so they're going to have to do that throw the ball to first base thing. And the inning is over. So here's the commercial. And we're going to go to the top of the first. I wish I could do more, show more video, but they always pull my account. So I'm just going to show this and hope that Major League Baseball is okay with that, and then do play-by-play. Though, you know what, if you leave, I'm totally okay with that. I can imagine how that's not great. But, screw Charter. And we're on a commercial break. So I'm going to get some Dodgers news out. Here we go. I know that they've been losing, and they won some games against the Nationals, but then lost the big game against Strasburg, and they were in there 1-0 till, I don't know, later in the game, and then they scored like 8 runs all of a sudden. So, let's check out some Dodgers news. Let's see. This is from 18 hours ago. Pedro Baez unravels in Dodgers 6-2 Philly loss. So the Dodgers must have lost yesterday. And, Pedro Baez, he unraveled. Let's see if there's something a little bit better than that. Still on commercial break. Going to the bottom of the second inning. Oh yeah, it shows right here. Let's see. Dave Roberts spent some time with hashtag Alan Alana Rizzo to discuss Dodgers getting back to playing a complete game versus Philly. Alright. That's not really anything. Oh man, this isn't a good one, but I gotta click it. True Blue LA from 7 hours ago. Here we go. Title, Dodgers offense fading down the stretch. Now that is not a good headline. Here we go. By a guy named Jeff Burke. While most of the focus on Tuesday's loss was on Pedro Baez in the bullpen, the Dodgers offense stalled again after a pair of early runs in the club's third consecutive loss. Here's a look at some of the numbers down the stretch, which hasn't been too kind to Dodger bats. In September, the Dodgers have scored 3 or fewer runs in 11 of their 19... Oh, we're back. I'll get back to the Dodgers news in a second. All right, here's the first pitch from Thompson, outside for a ball. And number 35, Bellinger, is up to hit. Batting .275, 38 home runs, 88 RBIs. And it's amazing how good he is at baseball. And he looks very skinny. He's like a young Mark McGwire. But with Mark McGwire righty, he's like a young left-handed Mark McGwire. Who knows how good his career is going to be in the future. But he's got to hit the gym. Way too skinny. And here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. So 2-1 to Bellinger. And I don't know much about this Thompson guy. But I actually don't know anything about him. But he's not throwing gas by any means. Oh, Thompson? Yeah, I don't know anything about him. Bellinger steps back in. Here's the windup. Oh, just got the sign, actually. Here's the windup. And the pitch. Outside for ball 3. Thompson does not want any piece of Bellinger right now. And I can totally see why. Puig is up next. And just not batting even close to as good as Bellinger. But still, 69 RBIs isn't bad. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Bellinger. Strike. Right down the middle. It's kind of a weird 86-mile-an-hour like slider curve thing. It wasn't a curve or a slider. It was weird. Yeah. Here's a 3-2 pitch to Bellinger. Big windup. Inside, ball 4. So the Nationals and Thompson walk the first batter up here in the top of the second. And now they're talking to a guy on the sideline. He's a reporter. His name is Greg Murphy, at GMurphCSN on Twitter if you want to find him. And I don't know what he's saying, but he's talking about the Phillies fielding. The Phillies fielding. 0 errors in the last 93 innings, longest error streak since June of 2014. So I guess the Phillies don't make errors. I don't know what's going on. There's been a bit of lull. Oh, here we go. Puig's up to bat. Man on first. Here's the first pitch. Inside for ball 1. So Thompson, well, at least he's not throwing meatballs down the middle for himself. But he is definitely purposely trying to hit the outsides of these plates. Yasiel Puig is batting .259 with 26 home runs and 69 RBIs. Those 69 RBIs is definitely pretty good. Here's the pitch. Right now, actually, the outside corner for ball 1 or for strike 1. So 1-1 to Puig, and I'll get better at broadcasting. My bad, peeps. And man on first is Bellinger, and he walked. And I think I heard someplace that if you put the first batter up in baseball with no outs, you got like a 50-50 chance of scoring. So that's pretty good. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit the corner. Bellinger's going to third. The Phillies guy in the outfield bobbled it, and Puig might be going to second. Nope, Bellinger didn't even go to third, actually. Wait, what? Okay, well, Puig hit a great hit, and Bellinger went back to second after making a huge turn. I don't think he knew that the Phillies guy bobbled the ball. Here, now they're showing a replay. Takes a big turn. Oh, he falls going through second base and gives up and goes back to second base. So, base error problem with Bellinger. If he would have known that the outfielder would have bobbled the ball, he probably would have gone to third, but he just slipped and fell. You know, let's blame the infield on that one. I can't imagine, oh, now Roberts is out along with what looks like a trainer, and they're talking to him, and he's saying, oh, I'm fine, get out of here. You know, and I'm a rookie, I hit, just get out of here. But, you know, they're talking with him, and here comes the umpire. And Dave Roberts just smacked the umpire on the butt. Said, hello, how's it going, so-and-so? Hit him right on the butt. All right, now they're leaving. Bellinger's okay. So this is a great opportunity for the Dodgers. There's 2 people on. Puig on first, Bellinger on second with no outs. Thompson has not gotten off to a great start. And let's see who this is up for the Dodgers. It's number 15, Austin Barnes. He's batting .289 with 6 home runs and 32 RBIs. But in the last 8 games, he's only 2 for 12, so he's not hitting very well right now. But this is a great opportunity for him to turn it around. He steps in. Thompson gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Strike 1, right at his knees. It might have been a little bit low, but yeah. 0-1. And for some reason, the website keeps on updating, and it updates, but it still says Puig is up to bat. But so it's a little. Oh, there's Barnes. There he is. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That could be a home run. It's deep. Oh, no. The left fielder got under the ball, made the catch, and nobody tagged up. So it was a good try. He hit the ball hard, but just not quite hard enough. And Bellinger and Puig are still at first and second. But Thompson, not looking great so far, that is for sure. Number 17 out in the left field made the catch. I don't know who that is. I wish I knew Thompson's season record, whether or not he's at least 50-50. Curtis Granderson is up right now. He's batting .208, 24 home runs and 62 RBIs. In the last 24 games, he's only batting .108. So Granderson has got to step it up going into the playoffs. Here's the pitch. Looks at strike 1. So 0-1 to Granderson, and this is just, I don't know why we have him. Maybe he's really fast, but somebody batting .208, that's just unacceptable on the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. 0-1 pitch to Granderson. Swung on, hit to right field, hit hard. Right fielder made an awesome over-the-shoulder catch. So 2 outs, and the runners do not advance. So, man, that left fielder is doing some work, number 17. And that was great because he was a little bit out of position and made a great play on the ball and caught it over his shoulder. He almost missed it. But he caught it, and there's 2 outs here in the top of the second. His name is Hoskins. And that was, just outstanding play. And that might, it's probably not Sports Center, like, play of the day good, but it's pretty good. So right now, still a man on first and second. And number 11 steps in for the Dodgers. His name's Forsythe. And if you're going to do something, do it now. This guy's not very well. Or he's not very good. Swing! Oh! That was a meatball right down the middle, 92 miles an hour, and Forsythe just watched it. And I just knew that he was going to hit a good one. He's got 32 RBIs. That's okay. In September, he's batting 200. He's got to step it up. He's got to be swinging at first pitches that are meatballs. Otherwise, he's never going to do good. Well, he looked at the second pitch, which was a ball. So now 1-1 to Forsythe. And I don't know where this guy came from. He's second baseman, and he seems to bobble a lot of balls at second base. He doesn't seem to hit. I do not have any confidence in this Forsythe guy. Here's the pitch to Forsythe. Low for ball 2. So 2-1. After watching the first strike go by, he's had a good eye. He doesn't look like he's ready to swing at it, though. Maybe he's a little tired. I don't know. He's looking a bit lethargic out there. Maybe just early in the game he's got to get warmed up. He's got to be short. The umpire is like a foot taller than him. I don't know. This Forsythe guy, I don't like him. Here's the pitch. Swings, strike 2. He did a weird, spazzy-looking swing and fouled it off. And now they're showing at Philly Stadium, Harry's the K's Broadcast Bar and Grill. They got a close-up on Harry the K's at the restaurant, and everyone's drinking beer, everyone's having a good time. Not the most crowded stadium I've ever seen, but the Broadcast Bar and Grill looked very crowded. A lot of white people. All right, back to the game. 2-2 to Forsythe. Thompson steps off the mound. Now, just not feeling confident. This is a very big pitch right now. All right, so Forsythe steps back into the box. Bellinger takes an average-sized lead. 2-2. Thompson takes a look at Bellinger. Here's the pitch. Oh, hits it hard to left field again. This might be a home run. Nope. The left fielder makes the 3rd out for the inning. All 3 outs. And they are hitting Thompson, but just not quite hard enough. I think that might be the deepest side of the field, and we're going to the bottom of the second. Nice job, Phillies. I'll be right back in a couple minutes after the commercial break. Oh no! I gotta finish the Dodgers news. It wasn't a good article, so let's just finish it. In September, the Dodgers have scored 3 or fewer runs in 11 of their 19 games, including each one of the last 4. Prior to the season's final month, the club has had 48 such games out of 132, no more than 12. All right, that one I didn't understand. There are 59 games with 3 or fewer runs in 2017 are tied for the 7th fewest in baseball. When scoring 4 or more runs, the Dodgers are 78-14. Okay, so basically, there's the cutoff in terms of hitting is 4 or more runs. In the close games, the Dodgers are losing, and they have been losing more in the second half of the season. So that downturn has contributed to the club's hitting just .213 as a team in September, averaging only 2.95 runs per game. So yeah, the problem is hitting. You would think that 3 runs would be enough to win games in Major League Baseball, but for the Dodgers right now, it is not. On the season, the Dodgers batters have been ahead in the count 36% of their plate appearances and behind 31% of the time. The National League has seen batters ahead in 33 and... Alright, so those are just hardcore stats that it's a little bit too much for me. Basically, the Dodgers are not doing good. Their batting has not been... Oh, here's a flashback. We're back to the game, and they're showing the Phillies. I don't know what this is. It's a flashback, I think, from the 80s or the 90s. Plate to plate. Number 28 was safe. I don't know what... It looks like the 80s or the 90s. Chase Utley. Oh, they're talking about Chase Utley. 6-time All-Star. Oh, Chase Utley was on the Phillies. 6-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slug winner. 2008 world champion. And I remember, I think that's when they beat the Dodgers, and the Flying Hawaiian Victorino was not. He put the dagger in the hearts of the Dodgers. 2008. All right, so right now we've got Hoskins stepping in. He's batting 299. Here's the pitch from Wood. And I don't know, is this the same Wood that was on the Cubs? I'm not totally sure. Number 57. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High. 1-1 now. Wood just threw 91, and he seems to be peppering that top part of the plate. Ryan Hoskins is batting 299, 18 home runs, and 43 RBIs. Here's the pitch, outside. So 2-1 to Hoskins, and Wood steps off the mound, kind of regroups, takes a look at the infield. No, this is your issue right now. You got to make strikes. That's the whole thing with being a pitcher. Number 17 steps in. Here's the pitch, outside for strike 2. That looked low and outside. I think Wood got away with one there, and it's now 2-2 to Hoskins. Man, Wood is taking his time, though. Number 3, whatever pitch that is. Here it comes. Oh, curveball. Fouled back. So, yeah, that was a pretty good curveball. And whatever, the catcher just put down the 3, and Wood didn't even, shake his head. Yes, he just immediately started the windup as soon as he saw the 3. That was a little odd. Now we have 4 with wiggling fingers. And I don't know what that was, but it looked like maybe a high slider, and it's fouled off. Still 2-2 to Hoskins. The Phillies do not have the best record going. I don't know if they can make the playoffs. On deck we have, I don't know who we have on deck. They went a little bit too fast. If you guys want to watch this on TV, it's on NBC. It's called CSN. I don't know what channel that is. I don't think we have it here in LA. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. But the catcher dropped it, so they had to throw it to first. So 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And Hoskins put up a pretty good at bat. He was definitely fighting. And now they're doing a shout out for the Phillies live streaming. Download the NBC Sports app now. So you actually can watch this on your phone, guys. I wish I could show it to you, but I just can't. A lot of Dodgers fans out in the crowd. And Wood, again, turns around and takes a look at the infield. I don't know what he's looking at. 23 steps into bat. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. 83 miles an hour. That looks like a curveball. That looked like a fast curveball. Aaron Arthur is the batter to bat 276 with 18 home runs and 56 RBIs. Not too scared of this guy. Maybe we can get an easy out. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's ball 1. 1-1. And the catcher keeps throwing the ball back really quickly. And Wood just takes forever to pitch the ball. Here's the windup. Swung on and missed. 1-2 to Arthur. And as you can see on the screen, he's batting 276. Here's the 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Now 2-2. The stadium in Philadelphia looks not full. Looks like about half or maybe 2/3 of the tickets are sold. So not terrible. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled down the third base line. And number 8, the third base coach, is pointing to a kid. And let's hope he throws it to a kid. Arthur looks pretty young. I don't know where he came from or anything about him, but he looks young. So batting 276 as a youngster, that's not so bad. Playing in the Major League Baseball, probably making some good money. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. That was a swinging slider or maybe a swinging curveball. I mean, this guy, is this Wood from the Cubs? A. Wood. I'm not totally sure. I mean, I thought A. Wood used to throw 100. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's a hit. Arthur is going to second. Nope, goes back to first. So Arthur got a single, and that was a meatball from Wood. He just threw it right over the plate, and sure enough, that was hit. Now we have the State Farm Best Combo. And the State Farm Best Combo, last 11 games, Rise Hoskins batting .306 and Michael Franco batting .261, 2 home runs. So this has been a good combo for the Phillies. And honestly, I think I'm watching Phillies baseball on CSN. But he's 0 for 5 versus Wood. And overall this season, 232 with 69 RBIs, not awesome. And a lot of empty seats in the crowd now that I take a closer look. Here's the 0-0 pitch, strike one. Wood just threw that one 84 miles an hour, and it looked like a slider or a curveball, not totally sure. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up to center field. The center fielder is not moving much, he's getting underneath. Number 3 makes the catch, and the runner at first does not advance. So, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And a good swing on the ball, but just got underneath it a little bit. I think Wood is kind of leaving him over the plate a little bit more than he should. You should see these Phillies, their eyes are lighting up every other pitch, and they are taking big rips at it. And it just doesn't look the same as, say, for example, when Strasburg last game was pitching, and the batters just looked scared. They didn't know what to do. Nothing looked right. When you take a look at these Phillies batters hitting Wood, it's looking like batting practice to them. Number 19 steps in. I'm actually a little bit worried. Come on, Wood. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike one, 90 miles an hour. I remember the Wood from the Cubs throwing really hard, maybe 100 miles an hour. So this actually might not be the same Wood. Or he's just older and throws batting practice. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Joseph. Swung on, fouled back. 0-2. They got a close-up on Joseph right now. And he actually looks pretty old. I wonder how old he is. I should maybe get some notes if I'm going to do this again. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Joseph. Swung on, hit hard down the left field line. In play. The runner might be coming home from first. That was deep. Yep, he's coming home. Play at the plate. Too late. Phillies score. So here in the bottom of the second, or in the bottom of the second, with 2 outs, Wood gives up a run, and Joseph T is now on second. That was a beautiful hit right down the left field line, and it went to the corner. And I don't know where Granderson is playing, but not close to the ball. And it took him a little while to get it down there, and he himself is not very fast. So he only made it a second. But the guy that was on, let me see his number. Number 23. Arthur, he looked pretty quick and definitely beat the ball down there. It wasn't even a play. So the Phillies go up 1-0. And now it's 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Knapp. Strike one. So Wood is getting strikes on the very first pitch. That is for sure. And they're showing a replay of where that ball landed. And boy, that was deep in the corner. Granderson out of position. I don't know where he was. I don't know. So the Dodgers are behind the 8 ball once again. It's only the second inning. Here's the pitch from Wood. Ball one. 1-1 to Knapp with a pretty sweet mustache. Batting .248. Behind the plate, they have a sponsorship for Independence Insurance. So if you have any insurance needs, make sure you call Independence. Especially if you're in Philadelphia, make sure they know that's why you're going to them. Here's the pitch. Swung on, strike 2. And Wood does have a very crazy curving off-speed pitch. If he's throwing that at 82 and his fastball is 90, 91, that seems like it could be a pretty effective combo. But they did score here in the bottom of the second. So as I was saying before, Wood does not look awesome out there, but it seems like he has what it takes to do well. But he just the batter's eyes are just lighting up a little bit too much. Here's the pitch. That's low in the dirt. 2-2. You can just totally tell by the way that they're looking at it. The Phillies are exciting. Andrew Knapp is batting .248 with 3 home runs and 12 RBIs. This is only his 50th start this season, so has not played the full season, played about a third of it. So those numbers aren't terrible, but I don't know if he should be starting. But that is a starting mustache. That is for sure. Wood steps off the plate. He does not look comfortable. Already kind of laboring. Hey, Ludwig! 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 Here's the pitch. 2-2 pitch. Swung on. Foul ball. Get out of there, Ludwig. Hey, Ludwig, no. So Knapp steps in there. It's 2-2. Wood is taking his time. Ludwig! You want to walk? You want to go on a walk? So it's 2-2 to Knapp. Oh, Wood steps off again. He's taking his sweet time, and I don't blame him. We just got to get out of this inning. Luckily, Joseph on second, the base runner, he appeared very slow. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Low for ball 3. Now it's going to be a full count to Knapp, and he's actually putting up a pretty good fight. He shaved off the mustache, so that picture that you see on the screen right now, that's he's not rocking that mustache, which is if I was his wife or girlfriend, I would say, get rid of the mustache. He does look better without it. He steps into the box. Wood gets the sign. He's ready to go. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. So still 3-2, and Knapp is putting Wood through the ringer right now. These batters are really doing their job against him, and they're putting it up now. He's got 6 balls, 18 strikes for a total of 26 pitches. That's a lot of pitches for the second inning. So we're probably going to have to see the Dodgers bullpen tonight, but let's hope he can turn it around. Wood gets the sign. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on. That's hit to left field, and that's going to fall. Thompson, or whoever that guy on second is, coming home, not even going to play at the plate. And the Dodgers are going to be down 0-2. Knapp, he really batted Wood very well. Got up to a full count. And of course, Wood, the second time he threw a meatball on a full count, and both times they were hit. And let's take a look at the computer. And that was actually on the outside. That looked like a good pitch. Okay, well, that was a better pitch than what I thought it was, but still a meatball. And sure enough, he hit it to left field. And, of course, he's got strike 1 to number 44 on the Phillies. This guy looks big. Jake Thompson. He's only played 10 games. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. And now the umpire is just feeling bad for Wood and giving him strikes. Because there's no way that was a strike. Number 44 steps in there. He looks like he's ready to go. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Still 0-2. Wood has just got to get out of this inning right now. Regroup. Maybe pitch a couple more solid innings and then rely on the bullpen. But that won't matter unless we get runs. And if you were here before when I was talking about Dodger news, the Dodgers are not getting runs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, strike 3. All right, so now we're going to the bottom of the third. Dodgers down 2-0, and that was not a good inning. Wood, he got hit hard. All right, I'll be back in 5. Yes, we're still on commercial. Going to the top of the third. Still on commercial. All right, we're back, everybody, and about to start the top of the third. Dodgers are up to bat, and we are down quickly in this game, 0-2. Quite a good display of hitting coming from the Phillies, which is not good considering they are not very good at baseball this year. And I just wish that we were running a little hotter going into the playoffs. Here's Alex Wood. He's up to bat. He just had a terrible inning, so maybe he can hit a home run. Here's the pitch to Wood. Strike right down the middle. He just watched it go. Like, if there's anyone you're going to swing at, buddy, that's it. But he didn't. And the 0-1 pitch to Wood. Here it comes. Wood shows strike, or shows bunt, and then pulls it back, and that's a ball. So now 1-1 to Wood. And maybe if you can just get 6 to 10 pitches, just keep fouling them back. Let's get this pitcher tired early in the third, and maybe we can get a guy on base with one out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Right down the middle, swung on and missed. Strike 2 to Wood. You know, he just doesn't look confident out there, and it's really showing up in his batting. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Wood. And it's a full windup. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and it was strike 3. So he shows bunt. I guess he doesn't want to hit it. Pulls back, and it's called strike 3. I mean, you put it on the ground, buddy. What else are you going to do? So we have one out, and we're going to the top of the lineup at least, and we have an advertisement from Ford, and then Jefferson Medical College, home of Sidney Kimmel. I don't know who that is, but sponsor here in Philadelphia. I'm watching the Philadelphia stream, I guess. So we got the top of the order. Number 3 for the Dodgers steps in. Thompson gets the sign. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball 1. And up to bat is Chris Taylor. He's batting at .291, 20 home runs, 68 RBIs. And, you know, that's pretty good. So let's hope we can get a guy on right now. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Right down the middle. Swung hard, fouled down the left field line. And boy, there are a lot of empty seats in Philadelphia. If you're in the area, just go down there. I'm sure they're cheap. Tickets for $5. Get that place filled up. Maybe just get some concession sales. That is not good. Here's the 0-2 or the 1-1 pitch to Chris Taylor. Swung on, fouled back. And this is the kind of thing that we need to be doing to Thompson. Just making him work. He's at 35 pitches for the game so far, and let's just keep on making him get pitches. He's not throwing gas as it is. So these fastballs that aren't very fast are going to turn into meatballs very quickly if we just make him work. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Chris Taylor. Fouled back again. He's doing his job. And with Pui and Turner and Bellinger coming up after him, any kind of tiredness is only going to help. So, good job. This is what we want to see. If you're not getting home runs or getting on base. Thompson stretches out his back. It looks like he's actually starting to labor a little bit, in fact. Taylor steps in. Thompson gets the sign. Here's the windup. Fouled again. Still 1-2 to Chris Taylor. And now, just as I was saying before, Thompson is working. Now he's at 37 pitches already. So nice job, Taylor. A little girl gets the ball in the crowd, and they had a close-up on her, and she was pretty excited. So, you know, I'm glad somebody's having fun. And I hope you guys are having fun listening to me talk, though. I'm not very good yet. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Chris Taylor. In the dirt, 2-2. And that was 83 miles an hour, and it was breaking. So I think that was maybe a slider or a curveball. It looked like he started it outside, and it just kept on going farther and farther outside. It didn't have a chance of being a strike. But this Thompson guy, maybe he's not awesome. I don't actually know who he is. He's certainly not putting him over the plate every time. He's hitting his spots. So this is just why I keep on fouling it back, Taylor. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit hard. That's going to go foul. But had that not been foul, that would have been a home run. It was deep. And there's not really too many people in the crowd. So every time a foul ball goes in there, there's like a whole crowd of people fighting for it. And they're jumping over chairs. And they have to like go, a few yards, maybe even like 10, 20 yards away from where they're sitting. So it's a mad dash for the ball. And, actually another little girl got it again. That's 2 for 2. And here's the pitch. Swung on and hit to right field. Very hard. That might be a home run. Home run to Chris Taylor. What a great piece of hitting that was. Nice job. He's going around the bases. Thompson looks pissed. And there he is. He hits home plate. Dodgers get one back. Nice job, Chris Taylor. That was awesome hitting. He just made him work for it. And then finally, Thompson put it right over the plate. Here it is in slow motion. Just right over the plate. Meatball. A little bit of break on there. He waits for it, and bam! Home run to right center. And there was just no chance. Thompson knew right off the bat. You should have seen his reaction just off the sound. All right, now we have Bellinger up, and he swings hard and hits it off his ankle and limps away. No, this is number 5, Seager. And he's stretching out his ankle now. That was not good, but he's going to be okay. And he's still stretching it out, and now he steps into the box. Corey Seager batted .300, 20 home runs, 71 RBIs. He's having a great season. He's 0-1 for the game, though. Thompson gets the sign. Here's the windup. Swung on and hit to first base. The first baseman makes the play. Now 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. And right now we got Justin Turner. Or no, we have Turner or Bellinger. I'm not sure, actually. But it's going to be Turner or Bellinger here with 2 outs. And you know what? I'm okay with another home run. Oh, they're showing the schedule from inside of the stadium. So 2017 season schedule, ticket plan information. And they started with a close-up where you can see it. And now they're kind of panning out and you can't see the calendar anymore. But it was a cool idea from the video guys. And yep, it is Turner that's up now. He's batting .323, having a great season. He's amazing. Let's hope he can get on base. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's deep to right field. Keep going. Nope. That's caught by number 23. And we're going to be going to the bottom of the 3rd. Thanks for watching, everybody. What's up, everybody? We are back, and I already missed one of the outs. Number 16 is walking away. Steve Hernandez. I don't know what happened. Now they're showing the broadcasting booth, and that looks like John Kruk. And I don't know who the other two people are. One of the guys are redhead. He looks like one of the Prince William from the royal family in England. He looks like the younger of the two. And Wood is still pitching. And he's going up against number 13. Here's the pitch. Ball one. In the booth is a guy named Tom Shulman. So Thomas Shulman, that must be the redheaded guy. And Wood gets the count against Galvis. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike one. So now 1-1 to Galvis. And yeah, I don't know if you were watching before when I was doing Dodger news, but the Dodgers are not hitting. So that home run was pretty good. Here's the pitch from Wood, strike two. And it's 1-2 to Galvis. They don't have his first name there, so that's kind of funny. Maybe they'll say it right now. He does have sweet dreadlocks. Freddie Galvis, batting .255, 12 home runs, 61 RBIs. He's 0 for 1 for the night. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swung on to second base. Forsythe throws it over to first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. And now they're back to the booth. Kruk is asking a question to the redheaded guy. John Eshelman, he's a minor league player. He's 22-11 in the minor leagues with a 3.27 ERA. And Herrera is up for the Phillies next. I don't know why they have a minor league guy in the booth. Why don't they get this guy pitching on the Phillies? And for some reason, this website keeps on restarting. Here's the pitch, and it's ball one. So 1-0 to Herrera. Here's the pitch, foul ball. So 1-1. That pitch was 83 miles an hour, and yep, it seems like Kerry Wood just seems to have two pitches. He's got his 82, 83, 84, 85 mile per hour curving ball. So that could be curveball. And he's got a fastball that goes 90 or 91. And Hernandez is up right now. He steps into the box. Here's the windup. Swung on foul ball. So 1-2 here in the bottom of the third. And there's 2 outs. And the dog is now looking at me whining. I think he needs to go outside to go poop. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, strike 3, and the inning is over. So we're going to go to commercial break, and we're going to be going to the top of the fourth, or the bottom of the fourth. we're back from commercial break. It is now the end of the third, actually. We're going on the top of the fourth. And they got a close-up on a cute baby wearing a Phillies hat and a Phillies bib. And it looks like he's sleeping, but the parent's holding him up. And we have Bellinger up 0-1. He looked at the first ball, and it looked like a ball. I mean, I'm glad he didn't swing at it, but somehow it must have hit a corner. And strike one at Bellinger, but I'd much rather him swing at good pitches. Yep, he just looked again, and that's ball one. So 1-1 to Bellinger. Thompson has thrown about 91, 92 miles an hour max. Definitely not hard. Bellinger walked in the second, so he's looking for his first hit of the night. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Whoo! Strike two, but he was swinging for the fences. That is for sure. And we want him swinging like that at those pitches. That could have easily been a home run. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ball two. And now they're showing more kids in the crowd. And it looks like a guy in Philadelphia. It looks like he's wearing a Golden State jersey, but I'm not totally sure. And now there's a Dodgers fan. So there are Dodgers fans in the crowd, but not many, and there's just not many people there in general. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Still 2-2. He's in the top of the fourth with 0 outs. And it would be nice if Bellinger got a home run here to tie up the game. But he's just not swinging awesome anymore. He looks a little bit sloppy out there. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside, ball three. And now it's going to be 3-2 to Bellinger. I was reading on the internet before, the Dodgers need to win 2 games in order to clinch the playoffs. And I can't believe how bad they're playing right now in general. It's just not good going into the... Oh, swung on. Strike three to Bellinger, and he looked pretty dumb after that pitch. Thompson didn't even give him anything to hit. And it looked like a fastball outside, and it was outside the whole way. It didn't move, and Bellinger swung at it. Looked a little late on it, too. And now we have Yasiel Puig up to bat. One out here in the top of the fourth. Dodgers at least scored last inning on a home run. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball one. And these Dodgers definitely have a good eye tonight. Thompson is not putting him directly over the plate, especially on the first pitch. And the Dodgers have been looking at a lot of balls, and that's a good thing, but they have not totally been able to capitalize on it. Yasiel Puig has a whole bunch of RBIs, but did not have the best batting average. And he just looked at a strike, actually, and it's now 1-1. Here's the windup and the 1-1 pitch. Yasiel, it swung on it. It's like a little nubber bunt, and Yasiel Puig is going to make it to first. It was a full swing, but just barely hit it, and it looked more like a bunt, but it was good enough. Yasiel Puig is now on base for a second time tonight, and really, I'm happy with the way he's playing. He's playing with energy out in the outfield. He's making plays. I am, in general, happy with Puig. So I'm glad to have him back on the team. I don't know what happened earlier in the season, but I think he went down to the major leagues, worked his way back, and great to have him. He never looks happy, though. No matter what, he never looks happy out there. Austin Barnes is now up to bat. He's batting .287, 6 home runs, 32 RBIs. Here's the first pitch, strike one. And Barnes, I think there must be the coach must have told everybody to maybe just let the first pitch go by, because nobody is swinging at it. And in general, so far, I think it has been effective against Thompson, but sometimes you just got to swing at that first pitch. You got to let him know you're going to do it. You just maybe swing once and, protect the plate. And Thompson throws back to first. Puig is very funny out on the base path. He just tries so much harder than everybody else. He looks like he's gonna run. He takes huge leads. He's very spazzy out there. But in general, I think that's a very good way to run the bases, especially if you're fast, because it puts the whole infield on edge. And yeah, he takes a huge lead. Huge lead. Here's the pitch in the dirt. 1-1 to Barnes. And yeah, Puig He just he gives the infield anxiety when he's out on the base path. And this curveball, they're showing it in replay, and the catcher did a great job getting in front of it. That was a terrible pitch in the dirt. And if that would have gotten by, that would have been bases for Puig. But he did a good job, but I don't know his name. Puig takes another huge lead. Thompson gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, 2-1 to Barnes. And Puig is still on first. I have a feeling he's going to steal. It's looking like he wants to steal. He's definitely got a big enough lead. Thompson's not checking him back at first, so we'll see what Puig can do. But I have a feeling he's going to steal. Thompson gets the sign. Looks back at Puig. Takes his time. Throws back to first base. And yeah, Puig is just giving Thompson trouble. And even if he doesn't steal, just him bluffing that he is going to steal, I think just makes everybody play different. Oh yeah, he has a lot of stolen bases. He's a base stealer. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. He's a base runner, but he looks weird when he's out there doing it. Here's the pitch. Check swing. He's safe. So 3-1 to Barnes. And this would be a great walk right now with Granderson coming up. I don't know if Granderson can hit the ball hard enough to get those players in. I've never actually seen him hit the ball. I don't know when he hits the ball. I don't know why we have him. But let's hope he can do something. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Strike two. Now it's going to be a full count. And Barnes just let that one go by. If there was anyone he was going to hit, that was it. Thompson is not giving anything away for free. And that one looked free. Barnes steps back in. Puig is just acting like a spaz out there. And it's working. Thompson takes the sign. Gets set, checks the runner. Here's the pitch. And sure enough, fouled out. But Puig was running, and now he walks back to first. So he showed his hand. He does want to run. And that looked like a good swing from Barnes, but it just went right down the line. 3-2 now, making him work. Thompson has now thrown 59 pitches. Now they're showing Kruk and the other announcer. Kruk is using a red pen. Must have said something funny. Back to baseball, the 3-2 pitch swung on. That's going down the left field line. But just foul. That would have gotten Puig at least to third base. That would have been huge. So, nice job, Barnes. Keep on doing what you're doing. Thompson, though laboring earlier in the last inning, was having trouble. He's really kind of turned it around here. He looks solid again. I don't know. Kruk is really saying something important. I just don't know what it is. I would put on the audio, but you know for sure Charter is going to pull it because Charter is the worst, and that's the only reason I'm doing this. I wanted to show. It was crazy because I went on my TV and I couldn't find Dodgers, and they were playing, so I went on the internet, so I just started streaming it, and they busted my YouTube account. Here's a full count pitch, swung on to the third baseman, and held Puig at second. But there's 2 outs now. But yeah, Puig's still at second. There's 2 outs. And Charter, immediately, well, I did my first stream and got loads of hits. I'm like, oh yeah, see, tons of people want to be watching Dodgers. And then they pulled it and flagged my account. So now I can't stream on that account for 90 minutes. And then I had other accounts, and they just kept on pulling it down. And then I got into a little bit of a war with Charter. And they basically said, I can do what I'm doing as long as I make my own broadcast. So this is making a broadcast, and it's hard to do as a one-man job, so I'm just going to do play-by-play. And I hope you guys like it. My bad if I'm terrible. Here's the pitch. Ball one. Granderson is not really... Let's hope he's fast. I honestly don't know why we have him. He seems to be pretty good in the outfield, but he just doesn't hit. And if he's fast, why doesn't he bat number 1? Thompson steps off the mound. He's not happy with something. Puig is just totally trolling him at second base. He's just always moving. He just looks like a kid with ADD. He's just putting everybody with anxiety. Thompson checks him. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Granderson takes an outside pitch. It was curving. And I'm happy he didn't swing at that because there's just nothing he could have done with it. Though he is kind of crouching the plate a little bit, maybe he can go after those outside pitches. Puig takes a big lead. Thompson gets the sign. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. And the catcher once again gets in front of it. And that's one of those ones back in Little League. He does let it go by. It's going to hurt. It hits you in the chest, hits you in the knees. That's going to hurt. Let it go by. But these are professionals. Granderson not having a great season, but he does have 62 RBIs and 24 home runs. I don't know why we have him. We should get better batters. Puig takes a big lead once again. Thompson gets the sign. Checks Puig, who's acting like a spaz. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. And it's now 3-1 to Granderson, who's putting up a pretty good at bat. We have Forsythe here on deck, and I just do not feel confident with him coming in. He doesn't hit. He can't field. He's slow. He's small. I don't know about that guy, but he's on the team, so we got to support him. And Granderson just hit one really hard. 3-1 pitch. Swung on. Strike 2. Going to be a full count. That was one that he should have hit. I don't know what he was thinking. It was the first fastball in a little while. It was curveball, 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 and then on the 3-1 pitch, he gives him a fastball inside. And he missed it. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Puig takes a huge lead. That's crazy. Here's the pitch. Swung on, down the right field line. Second baseman grabs it, throws it over to first. That's 3 outs. And we're going to the bottom of the 4th here, people. On a commercial break. I'll be back in a second. What's up, everybody? We are back. Middle of the 4th inning, and they are showing more kids in the crowd. Oh, and now the little girl's clapping. Oh, she's cute kids in the crowd. And that's always been a baseball favorite. Look at the kids. And they are having a great time. Wood is not having the best time out there. They look pretty excited to hit him. And Rise Hoskins steps in. He's batting .296, 18 home runs with 43 RBIs. Wood, here's the windup. Strike 1. And Wood is really dominating the first pitch against all these batters, though it has not translated to many strikeouts. But he does seem to be throwing strikes every single time on the first pitch. So let's just see another strike here, buddy. It's working. Here's the pitch. High. And that was a high fastball, 89 miles an hour. Let's just say I'm not impressed with Wood's velocity. I do not think that this is the same guy on the Cubs. Remember that guy? He used to throw gas. Here's the slider, and that looked low, but called a strike. 1-2 to Hoskins, number 17. And you know what? I really don't like the Phillies. Ever since they beat us, like in 2008 or 2009, and they had Victorino, I haven't liked them ever since. Here's the pitch. Swung on, back to Wood. He throws it over to first, underhanded, and we have strike 1. Or out 1. Here in the bottom of the 4th. So, number 57, getting the job done. And now they're showing last night's home run by number 23. And I think that might have been a big home run. Is that number 23? Yeah. So home run replay brought to us by T-Mobile. And I don't know, I have T-Mobile. And they really are the best unlimited plan you can get. I don't see why everybody doesn't do T-Mobile. And now you can get unlimited data and calling, and they give you Netflix. So good job from T-Mobile, and I really think they're the carrier. Oh, hit hard to right field. Pui makes a jumping catch. Oh, but he hits the wall hard, and he is grabbing his arm. Okay, he throws it back in. That was not good. Great catch, and he just so spazzy in the way that he plays, but he seems to always make it. And he hits his arm really hard. Let's take a look in slow motion. Oh, yeah, he hit his catching shoulder, his left shoulder, and he immediately grabs it. That was not good. But he does make the catch. And that was hit hard at the wall, and he made such an athletic play. He must be really fast. He gets under the ball, and I don't think a lot of right fielders could have made that. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Wood started with an off-speed 83 mile an hour low slider, and Michael Franco big time and swung on, didn't even have a chance. He's batting .231, 20 home runs, 69 RBIs. So not the worst season in the world. He's got to get that batting average up. Here's the pitch. High fastball, and Wood keeps missing his fastballs high. Number 7 steps into the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Seager's got it at shortstop. Throw over to first. 3 outs. We are going to the bottom of the 5th, and the Dodgers are down 2-1. So we're going to a commercial break, and I guess I'll read some more Dodgers news. Let's see. More Dodgers news. I'm looking at Dodgers right now. I should really have these articles printed out ahead of time if I'm going to do this, because it is not easy to fill up these games just talking. And there's a lot of commercials. And actually, until you start paying attention, there is a lot of downtime in baseball. It's crazy. But yeah, there's a lot of downtime. And so right now I've done an hour-long stream, and I've kind of run out of stuff to talk about. So here we go. Let's see. LA Dodgers give struggling reliever Pedro Baez time off. This comes from the LA Times, and not the type of article you want to see going into the playoffs. We're still on a commercial break. This comes from the Los Angeles Times by Andy McCullough. Los Angeles Dodgers give struggling reliever Pedro Baez time off. This must be from his poor performance last night. After losing Tuesday night for the 4th time in 3 weeks, Dodgers reliever Pedro Baez informed Dodgers manager Dave Roberts that he could pitch Wednesday, and Roberts made a counteroffer. I asked him to sit with me in the dugout for the next couple of days, Roberts said before this team faced the Philadelphia Phillies at Citizens Bank Park. He's going to have to hang out with me. We'll talk about things just to get him away from the pen, ease his mind a little bit. Baez gave up 4 runs in Tuesday's loss. His earned run average in September is 20.7. He may have pitched his way off the playoff roster. That's actually pretty sad. Roberts stopped short of condemning Baez on Tuesday. He stressed the importance of carrying the team's best 25 players in October, and it's hard to fashion an argument for Baez being a member of that group. Man, hate to see a guy have a bad game and lose his spot on the starting lineup, but this is baseball, and I guess it wasn't an anomaly. He hasn't been pitching great at all. Let's hope that he takes that time with Roberts and listens to what he has to say and becomes a better player. Because I would hate to see, I don't know how old he is, but I'd hate to see him take it the wrong way. Anyway, back to the game. Logan Forsythe is up to bat. Here's the pitch. Ball 2 in the dirt, 91 miles an hour. Thompson he struggled, I think, either in the 2nd or the 3rd inning. And he really brought it together last inning, and now it looks like he's going to be going into, he's got 69 pitches. So it looks like he's just going to keep going. Here's the 2-0 pitch, strike right down the middle. It's now 2-1. And yeah, his fastest pitch is 91. Haven't seen one faster than that. And it seems like these guys should be able to hit that. It's not like he's throwing crazy curveballs. It's not like he's throwing crazy changeups. He's just throwing fastballs, but hitting his spots. And that seems to be effective against the Dodgers right now. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Once again, fastball right down the middle, and it's fouled back. 2-2. Yeah, Robert stopped short of condemning Baez. All right, the Dodgers are still sifting through a handful of right-handed relievers to join Kenley Jansen and Brandon Morrow on the playoff roster. Josh Fields looked like a safe bet. Baez is competing with Ross Stripling and rookie Walker Buehler. We've got some good arms, Robert said. So we do have a bullpen, or we do have pitchers, so that's good. And Jansen, I love the way that guy plays and the way he throws, and I'm pretty sure he can beat up everybody on the Dodgers. He's so big. He's so strong. Him and Yasiel Puig would be a pretty good fight. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Forsythe. The windup. Swung on, hit hard, popped up really high. The center fielder is getting underneath it and makes the first out here in the inning. And the Phillies defense does look pretty solid out there, that's for sure. And now they're showing, let's see, who are they showing? This is from earlier in the day before the game. It's an award ceremony. They're giving him a trophy. His name is Greg Murphy. Oh, no, it's not Greg Murphy. Who's the other guy? Let's hope they put up his name. Greg Murphy is now interviewing a guy that won the trophy. He's wearing a Phillies pin. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and Alex Wood takes ball one. CSN, NBC, who's broadcasting this, needs to do a better job of putting up these guys' names. Here's the pitch, 2-0 to Wood. I mean, do they not know that there's going to be some people watch? Oh, his name is Joey Davis, signed 4 players who made MLB debuts this season. Oh, he's a general manager, I think. He's some kind of a manager. He signed 4 players. Drew Anderson, yeah. So they gave some kind of manager, an office guy, a trophy, so good for him. You know, he's probably just putting in the extra effort. And he's when it comes to the front office, he must be a team player. Here's a 3-0 pitch to Wood, and that's a strike, so 3-1. And now they have a close-up on him again, and he's got a lot of gel in his hair. And number 17 just gave him a hug. I don't know who that is. Ooh, Wood walks to start out. Oh, no, there's already one out. So Wood's on base, and we have the top of the order coming up. So that's good. And Thompson is looking like he's starting to get tired. He's lost his control there, and I can't imagine walking the pitcher. So that's got to be a good indication of him getting tired. And they are still talking to this manager, front office guy that won the trophy. He's got a pretty good smile, but maybe too much gel in his hair. There's somebody behind him. I think they have seats in the broadcasting booth because there's a guy behind him eating a hot dog, drinking beer in the broadcasting booth. So I think you might be able to pay for those. Here's the first pitch to the guy after Wood, the first guy up in the order. I don't know his name. They still haven't shown his name. They're still talking to this manager dude. And now he's answering another question. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Oh, this is Taylor. This is Chris Taylor. And yeah, he's down 0-2, but he has the only run so far. And I like the way that he bats. He doesn't give up and he doesn't give away anything for free. So I have a feeling that even though he's down 0-2, and he's going to make a fight out of this. Taylor gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Inside. 1-2. And number 3. Yep, Chris Taylor is batting .293. 21 home runs and 69 RBIs. And yeah, the solo home run in the third is our only point so far. Thompson gets the sign. Here's the 2-1 pitch, or the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, 2-2. And that was 88 miles an hour, and it looked like a fastball that was just came off weird. I think that might have been like a shank, like in golf when you just hit it off the hosel and it's just complete crap. I think that fastball might have been a shank, but a pitch. Because it wasn't hard, had no velocity, and it was in the dirt. I don't know what happened. But Taylor steps in, it's 2-2. Thompson checks the first base runner. Here's the pitch. Wow, great eye, ball 3, and Taylor fights back in this count. So now it's 3-2 when he was down 0-2. Nothing's for free, and that was a great eye from Taylor. I would have been swinging. Almost everybody would have been swinging and would have been missing that pitch. Thompson put it exactly where he wanted, but Taylor was just one step ahead of him and watched it go by. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Inside. Wow. So Taylor, once again, great display of batting, and ends up getting a walk after being down 0-2. Now that's the type of player that I like on my team. I wish I would have been able to watch the Dodgers earlier in the season, but Charter is terrible. But yeah, that's the type of player that I like to see. Now we have number 5 coming up. Pretty sure that's Seager, the shortstop. And other than Puig, the Dodgers have a bunch of little skinny guys batting. Like, how are these skinny people professional baseball players? I will never know. Here's Corey Seager, batting .277. And we have the catcher and a guy named Glavis coming out to the mound. And now we have the coach coming out to the mound. And I'm pretty sure they're going to take out Thompson. Or they're just going to talk to him. There's a whole powwow going on at the mound. And now the full infield is talking. And I don't know what they're saying. But neither does anybody. But they must be saying, dude, there's one out. We got 2 people on. We're winning the game. Make sure you pitch these lows so we can get 2 outs. And Seager's up. They are CSN podcast. Have you listened? So they're promoting the CSNPhilly.com podcast. Yeah, it's at CSN NBC. So go check them out on the internet. Put it into Google. It's a podcast. Now they're showing the bullpen, and a guy named Curtis, a lefty, is warming up. Seager steps in. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on, down on the ground. First baseman grabs it and gets the out. So now we have a man on second and third with 2 outs. And that could have been worse. Seager swung it. I think that might have been the first pitch. And Seager swung at it and just missed it a little bit. But he was trying to hit it down the line. And honestly, a little bit harder. That would have been a great hit. It was low. It was a low pitch. And he just missed it a tiny bit. You can see it in his face that he was so close for. That would have maybe tied up the game or even put us up. That was a great hit, but just not quite there. And man, Seager, that's a good-looking kid right there. He's got a haircut. He's cleanly shaved, and now we have the opposite, Justin Turner. But he's allowed to get away with that because he's Justin Turner. Let's put him in Game of Thrones. And he's not quite ready. He tells the umpire and steps out of the box. He's batting .323, and ever since the All-Star break, terribly, and he's still batting .323. That just goes to show what kind of a player he actually is. Turner steps in there, looks so casual. Let's put him in Game of Thrones. He could be Tormund's nephew. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. 91-mile-an-hour fastball. And it's 1-0. And I doubt that Thompson's going to want to pitch to him and really give him something to hit. But if he loads the bases up, now he just has Bellinger up next. So this is a tough spot for Thompson. He gets the sign. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Turner. Inside. Now, 2 balls, and this has just been the way Thompson has been pitching all game. He's been hitting the corners, nothing too tricky, but just hitting the corners. And let's hope he's tired. This is his 87th pitch of the game, and there's a guy on first and third right now, or second and third. 2-0 to Turner. And if this is Turner steps out. This is a very, very tough spot for Thompson, and he just looks nervous. And they reset. Thompson gets the sign. Turner's ready to go. He's like, come on, buddy. Just pitch me the ball. Checks the runners. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. 92 miles an hour on the outside corner. And pretty good eye from Turner. I wouldn't have been swinging at that either. He's going to find a better pitch here. No need to ground one out right here. This is a golden opportunity to tie the game. Turner does that stretches back thing, stays in the box. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3. So Turner's not making it easy for Thompson here. And it's now 3-1. And I wouldn't be surprised if Turner gets walked. because it does not look like Thompson wants any part of Turner whatsoever, and I think you'd prefer Bellinger. I don't know why, but I guess you'd prefer Bellinger. Here's the 3-1 pitch. I don't expect a strike. Here it comes. Strike. And now it's full count. So 3-2 to Turner. And this has really been a fun inning. I'm sure he's gonna have to throw a ball. He can't throw a strike. Here it is on the computer, and that was inside. That was ball 4. That was an amazing pitch, actually. That was inside on the corner, but still inside. It was a little bit off, and that was a great pitch, and Turner bit. But what an athletic man can actually put the bat on the ball like that. That's amazing. Turner steps in. Thompson gets the sign. Oh, now the umpire calls time. Wow. So, I don't know what happened, but the umpire called time on that one, so now they're resetting. And Bellinger is on deck. Full count to Turner, who just never steps out of the box, actually. He just stays in. Oh, now he calls time. And the catcher runs out to the pitcher. I think Turner just trolled the team a little bit there. After all that time went by, with him just standing in the box, and you can tell he's getting frustrated, he called time. And then to counter that, the catcher ran out. He's like, oh, fine, if you're going to do this to us, I'm just going to run out and waste your time, too. I think there might be some head games going right now. Thompson steps back on the mound, and he looks tired, that's for sure. And this is not a good spot for him. Turner still has not stepped out of the box like the whole entire time. I mean, here's the 3-2 pitch. Right down the middle. Turner hits it to the shortstop. Throws it over to first. 3 outs. God. Golden opportunity. Turner did not come through. But it was a strike. He put the bat on the ball. Nothing else he can do there. It's still an outstanding inning from the Dodgers, though I think they're going to take Thompson out going into the 6th. And now we are on commercial break. So back to Dodgers news. And they're talking about Baez and how nobody thinks that he's going to make the starting lineup for the playoffs. The Dodgers are sifting through a handful of right-handed relievers to join Kenley Jansen and Brandon Morrow on the playoff roster. Josh Fields looks like a safe bet. Baez is competing with Ross Stripling and rookie Walter Buehler. We've got some good arms, Roberts said. Roberts insisted that Baez was not being punished for his performance. Absolutely not, Roberts said. If Pui was down and wasn't playing, and he had to sit, and he would be sitting with me for a couple days too, and that might be a punishment, but it's not. Right. If Yasiel Pui was down and wasn't playing, and he had to sit with Pui for a couple days, that would be a punishment. Well, that was a joke from Roberts, actually. I guess hanging with Pui is he seems very high maintenance. Like a person that has ADHD. He's just always moving. He's always looking spazzy, but it works for baseball. Short hops. The Dodgers set their rotation for this weekend series against the San Francisco Giants at Dodger Stadium. Rich Hill will start Friday, and Hyun Jin Ryu will start Saturday, and Kayshawn Kershaw will start Sunday. Roberts has said that Ryu will get a chance to audition for October as a reliever, but it appears that chance will not come until the final week of the season. So Ryu, who's a starter, but kind of like not awesome as a starter. Is the game back? Who's not awesome as a starter, might come in from the bullpen. And that was a good article from the LA Times. Now we're back, and they got a shot of a gift shop at Phillies Stadium, and they got a lot of Phillies hats, every different type of color. We got green, we got blue, we got red. Now they're smiling at the camera. She's a cute blonde. She's on camera, puts on the Phillies hat, and yeah, let's buy that hat. She should buy that hat. That's why you're in the gift shop. All right, now we're back. They're showing the Phillies bullpen, and they look pretty tired. And Wood is still pitching for the Dodgers. Let's see, Dodgers batting order, still searching for answers in the 5th spot. This comes from SB Nation. This 5th spot has been a hole in the Dodgers batting order. From Eric Steven, And we have Tommy Joseph up right now. He's batting 238, 21 home runs, and 67 RBIs. And Wood has only pitched 61 pitches after he's doing pretty good. 61 pitches. It looks like he's still strong. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. Strike one. And still, he is dominating the first pitch. He's gotten a strike like on every single first pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High fastball. He is losing control of that fastball high. And I wish I knew if this was the guy on the Cubs or not. Is this guy on the Cubs? If anybody's watching, tell me. Is this the guy on the Cubs or used to be on the Cubs? A. Wood? Or was that K. Wood? I'm not sure. It's 2-1. Joseph is up to bat. He's 1 for 1 for the night. Here's the pitch, strike two, and that was 90 miles an hour, and it looked low, but called a strike. This umpire is just trying to get it over with. So, as the Dodgers try to snap their 3-game losing streak on Wednesday night against the Phillies, someone will almost certainly bat 5th for the Dodgers. After all, those are the rules. But the question is, will that batter actually be productive? Ooh, Kerry Wood got his 6th strikeout of the game. That was pretty sneaky. I didn't realize he had 6 strikeouts, so he's having a pretty good game so far. Other than those two runs he let up in the second inning, he has really done well. And with six strikeouts. So, good for him. I think he's got over 50-50 average for the season, and I think Ryu is the only one that's not over 50-50 of all the starters right now. So, unless the Dodgers put some runs on the board, this is going to be a losing game for him. First pitch, chopper to shortstop, throws it over to first, 2 outs. After all, those are the rules. But the question is, will that batter actually be productive? Because the 5th place hitters have not been good for the 2017 Dodgers. For the most part, the Dodgers on most nights have set top 4 hitters with Chris Taylor, Corey Seager, Dustin Turner, and Cody Bellinger occupying spots 1 through 4. But finding a consistent production out of the 5-hole has been an issue. The Dodgers' 5th place batters are hitting a collective .213 in Major League Baseball and tied for 24th in home runs. In each of the other first 8 spots in the batting order, the Dodgers rank among the top 13, including in the top 9 in 6 spots. With runners in scoring position, Dodgers' 5th place hitters are batting .181. That's just terrible, and I think it's tied for the worst in the Major League Baseball. The 5th spot has been a revolving door all season for the Dodgers, with 12 different players getting the starts there, including 3 different players in the last 3 games. Yasmani Grandal has the most starts, batting with 31. Logan Forsythe has started 25 times. We need Yasiel Puig in there. Anyway, here's the 0-0 pitch to Knapp. Oh, no, not Knapp. It's number 30. And that's strike one. Oh, yeah, this is Cameron Perkins. He's pinch hitting for Knapp, I think. Oh, no, I think this guy's pinch hitting for Thompson, the pitcher. 0-2. Oh, the 0-2 pitch was in the dirt, now 1-2. And 2 outs to this, what is that called when they replace the batter? Designated batter? Pinch batter? Pinch hitter? I don't know. Anyway, they're taking out Thompson. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up, foul ball. Yeah. That is something we're trying to work through, says manager Dave Roberts. If there's nobody behind Cody who is potent or productive, then it really doesn't serve the team any good to pinch hit to him. You have one of our best bats in the lineup, and we want to see him pitched. So yeah, I guess with Bellinger, without a 5th place batter, no one's going to pitch to Bellinger. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swung on, and I guess that wasn't. Oh, it was fouled. It looked like a strike, but it was fouled. There's a traffic jam on the Ventura Freeway right now, so if you are traveling, maybe you got YouTube on in your pocket and you're driving. If you're on the 101, expect delays. And a 2-2 pitch, and that's a ball. So it's now 2-2. Wood now has 73 total pitches for the game, and you know what? I would like to see him come back in the 6th and maybe pitch 1 through 6. He's doing pretty well. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swung on up the middle. Forsythe has it, throws it to first, 3 outs. We are going to the bottom of the 5th. Thanks for watching, everybody. We have a commercial break. I'm going to go get a glass of water. Well, actually, I have one. Yeah, back to Dodgers news. True Ball LA was the one that made this article about the 5th spot. And, you know, anybody but Granderson is completely correct. Yasiel Puig, although he doesn't have a good batting average, he does hit the ball. And when he gets on base, he's pretty potent. So I actually like Puig in the 5th spot. It seems like this article should probably... I don't even think they mentioned him. Let's see if they even mention him. Oh, here we go. Yasiel Puig, with 20 starts batting 5th, has been getting a shot with 8 of the last 10 starts there. He's batting just, 187. Wow. How is nobody batting well in the 5th spot? That is just crazy. Is Alex Wood the same pitcher that was on the Cubs, dude? Anybody know that? Is Alex Wood the same Wood that was on the Cubs and used to throw gas? I'm not sure. Still a commercial break, but it looks like the Phillies are bringing in Segrist, and I don't know anything about him. If you want to catch this on 570 LA Sports Radio, you actually can't find that on the internet. You have to have an old school radio to listen. Yeah, these two radio stations, you can't get them from the internet. There's a blackout, and I don't know why that is. It might be because of Charter, or now Spectrum, and boy, do I hate Spectrum. I don't like those people. I never liked them when they were Charter. I don't know how they can get away with what they've gotten away with, and now they have the rights to the Dodgers, and they don't show half the team or half the city the games. And back when I was a kid, all the Dodgers games were on KCAL 9. So you turn on the TV, you'd start at like number 1, and you just work your way up to CBS, NBC. And before you even got to Fox, you could see if there was a Dodgers game on or not, and it was awesome. And now you can't do that anymore. I don't think KCAL 9 has the games, and you have to go all the way up to the hundreds to find them, and half the city doesn't even have the games. So honestly, I don't know where to go. I don't know what the solution is. And if you're on the internet, there is no solution. You cannot watch Dodgers games unless you pay the $130 to the MLB baseball package. But that's just not the way people watch stuff on the internet. They watch stuff on the internet kind of randomly, impulsively. So it's just something the Dodgers need to figure out. And oh, here's Bellinger. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. And yeah, it's just something that Spectrum needs to figure out on their own. I mean, holding the Dodgers hostage to make more money is not cool. And you're just going to get more people doing shenanigans on the internet like what I'm doing right now. So you're messing with fire if you're playing with the internet, guys. And just broadcast the games. It's not rocket science. You bought the rights. Maybe $2 billion was a bad deal. You didn't realize what was going to happen to entertainment and the internet and how people are going to watch entertainment. But that's your fault. You made the deal. You can't hold the Dodgers hostage. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Knocks it up. Bellinger is out again, and he really hasn't been hitting. I've been doing these games now where I've actually been watching them on the internet because I was one of the Charter people living in Los Angeles that are not Charter, Spectrum, that wasn't able to watch the games. But what's funny is if you get a copyright strike against one of your YouTube accounts for streaming a Dodger game, it's Charter that makes the complaint. So if you want to deal with it, you have to call them on the phone, and you can't get a hold of them. And when you finally do, you say, hey, you guys put a copyright strike on my YouTube account. You got to take it off. They go, we didn't do that. And they just deny it even though they know they did it. Anyway, here's Yasiel Puig. He takes the first strike. So yeah, it's 0-1 to Yasiel Puig, and I haven't actually seen him batting in the ninth spot, but I like the way that he's just so aggressive. The way he plays, he's a bit of a he plays like he's got ADD. He's just spazzy, and when he gets on the base path, he's just awesome. He makes the whole opposing infield have anxiety because he's taking those huge leads. He's stealing bases. I think that he's really effective, and you know what? Maybe that is more of an argument to put him in the ninth spot, actually, because if he is that aggressive on the base path, why not hit him, put him ninth, and then you have the meaty part of the lineup hitting with him putting the whole infield on it with anxiety. That's actually not a bad idea. There's no point in putting him on the base path, and he's fast too if you have nobody to bat him in. So yeah, you might be right about that. Batting ninth. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back, 2-2. And yeah, just even back when we were playing the Giants a couple series back, and you put Pui on that base path, and good things happen. And he does dumb things sometimes, but he's getting better about that. But I think you're better off with him running and doing 2 cool things for every 1 dumb thing. I think that's a net positive in the long run. And now he steps out. And on top of that, he's just looking so jacked these days. Super strong. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up. Yeah, this is going to get caught. High in the infield. The first baseman, is that Chase Utley, number 19? Oh, no. Chase Utley is on the Dodgers now. My bad. That's Thompson. Or not Thompson, that was... Who was that? I don't know. They got to put the numbers on the front of the jerseys. Yasiel Puig, decent at bat. He could have done better. He's kind of kicking himself right now. 2 outs. Here in the top of the 6th. And number 15 is coming in. Austin Barnes, batting .286. 6 home runs, 32 RBIs, and he's 0-2 for the night. And this is one of those players that is, he's right on the edge of being almost a top tier major league batter or just middling. He needs to pick one direction. Are you top tier or not, bro? And these playoffs will be a great time for him to prove himself. If he's top tier, now it's time to show it. Here's the pitch from Segrist. 0-1. In the dirt, now 1-1. 86 miles an hour. This guy is not throwing gas. He's not throwing anything dirty. The Dodgers have a good opportunity here to tie up the game. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Going to be 1-2. And that one was 91 miles an hour. And I have not been impressed by the velocity of any of the pitchers so far. Quite a change from the Nationals. Let's just put it that way. That team was potent. Every batter was good. Every pitcher was good. And really a good indication of what we're going to look like in the playoffs. And you know what? I didn't like the way it looked. We won some games, but it wasn't a good look. They were just as good as we were. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a base hit. The center fielder bobbles it, throws it to second, and Barnes, boom, makes it to second. If heads up base running, if he wouldn't have seen the bobble in center field from 37, that would have only been a single. So now we have a guy in scoring position with 2 outs. And yeah, this Segrist guy, this is just a good opportunity for the Dodgers. It's a good opportunity for the Dodgers. Slow motion of that hit, and yeah, that was a great pitch outside corner, and he just kind of slashed at it, and right over the second baseman's head. That was some good hitting right there. All right, so here we go. Now we have Granderson up, and I have absolutely no hope right now. Barnes takes the lead. Granderson does not look confident. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. And that was just right down the middle. Meatball. Granderson just watched it go by. Why do we have this guy? I don't know. Let's hope he plays left field. Maybe he's fast and he can catch. But he can't bat. He's even worse than Forsythe. But I like Granderson more than Forsythe. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. 1-1 to Granderson. Now we're back to the announcer for CSN. His name is... Nope, they're not even showing his name. I got to watch Dodgers broadcast next time. .92 miles an hour outside. There's nothing special about this Seagrass guy, that is for sure. Let's hope that he's pitching in the next inning. I would love to get the top of our lineup against him one more time. We're going to score some points. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Granderson. Strike 2, 92 miles an hour, right at the bottom of the strike zone. Great pitch, actually. And, yeah, Seagrass is either giving meatballs over the middle or hitting the corners. Nothing too wild. So, if I was the coach, I'd be telling these guys, swing. Keep swinging. More swinging. Granderson takes the 2-2 pitch. Steps in there. The windup. Here's the pitch. Outside. 3-2. So, full count to Granderson. Maybe he can't hit, but he's making these pitchers work. And that's almost as good. Barnes still at second. Takes his lead. Full count to Granderson. Seagrass gets set. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. 92 mile an hour fastball. And that looked very difficult to even put a bat on. And Granderson, he must have good reflexes or some hand-eye coordination because there are not a lot of people that could have put the bat on that ball. And that was a strike. So that was actually pretty sweet. But I would like to see him get some more hits. I don't know what's going on with this guy. Get some hits. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up. And the second baseman, it comes over, catches it, or he catches it. 3 outs. All right, so we're going to the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers are down 1-2, and we're going into a commercial, and I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but it says Dodgers versus National. It's Phillies. I don't know why I did that. I don't know how many, maybe I could have more people watching. There we go. Dodgers versus Phillies. And still a commercial break. Let's see if we have any more Dodgers news. It's, ever since that Sports Illustrated article talking about how terrible the Dodgers were doing, I don't know, it was about a week ago, I've been scared to even look it up. But if we're doing this, we're doing Dodgers games, let's look at Dodger news. It's just, it hasn't been a good look. The Nationals look so good against us. I mean, they were just as good as we were. And, I don't know, the Dodgers 96-55, I mean, that just looks so good. And the fact that we've been losing so much is just crazy. But it's almost like 96, and our team is not 96-55 good right now. We're looking like a 50-50 team at best. And I was hoping that we were going to get out of that slump, but I don't know, they do stupid things. And I think that when they're playing teams like the Nationals, there's nothing for free. You can't just come in and win games. You have to hit, you have to pitch. Here's the pitch from Wood. Grounder to the third baseman. Turner throws it over to first. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. And you got to give credit to Wood for pitching a pretty good game. He gave up 2 runs in the 2nd. But other than that, he's been doing outstanding. And without doing anything too dirty, meaning his fastballs aren't that fast, his curveballs don't curve that much, just keeping it pretty basic, he's been able to do pretty well. And maybe that's just the type of batter that he is. And now we got a close-up on, a young couple in the crowd eating ice cream. One of them wearing Dodgers. Awkward kiss on the nose. This guy he's a bit awkward. But yeah, his girlfriend's wearing a Phillies jersey, and he's wearing Dodgers. and he didn't even know that the camera was on him. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and strike one. Right now is Freddie Galvis. He's batting .255, 12 home runs, 61 RBIs. Ooh, Wood throws some gas high, loses it high. Looked a little bit like chin music, but it wasn't. It was just a little bit of an out-of-control pitch. It's good to see that he's still trying, but only 90 miles an hour. Here's the 1-1 pitch, grounder to the shortstop. He throws it to first, and we have easy 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And you know what? Wood, you're doing a good job, but it's just not going to be good enough unless the Dodgers start hitting. And I think that if they take you out, it's the bottom of the 6th. So if they take him out, I think no matter what, he's going to lose the game. I don't think that he has a chance of getting a win on his record right now. Unless he pitches the next inning, I guess. I'm not sure. He's doing better. He's going to get the loss, but he's actually pitching pretty well. Abdul Herrera is up right now. He's batting .287, 13 home runs, 51 RBIs. He shows bunt, pulls it back, strike one. And I don't know, is this the same Wood that was on? Is this not Kerry Wood? This is A. Wood? Is it his brother or something? I'm not really sure. And it's now 0-2. And Herrera is not having a great game. Great job from Wood this inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Was not going to give him anything to swing at. And yeah, 81 mile an hour curveball in the dirt. No chance of it being hit. No chance of that being a strike. A bit of a throwaway pitch. And Wood takes the sign. Herrera steps in. Let's see. This is number 3. Here's the pitch. Curveball swung on to Forsythe. Forsythe throws it to first. 3 outs. And we are going to the top of the 7th. Can't wait to see what happens. The Dodgers are down 1-2, but, you know, they're swinging, and they're still very much in this game. Yeah, now they're showing a little girl eating cotton candy. Looks great. And we're at commercial break. All right, let's go to some more Dodgers news. Oh, somebody's calling me, I think. Got a text. Okay, turns out I'm working tomorrow, so now I have to give a copy of that. That was my boss telling me I'm working tomorrow, so I'm giving him a copy of that, and that's always good. All right, we're on commercial break. I'll see if we can find some Dodgers news. Yeah, the news has been pretty, I don't know, I think there's been like a little bit of a lull in the total volume of articles, like compared to when they were winning all the time. Every single media source, from ESPN to Sports Illustrated to Dodgers to LA, everybody was making articles about the Dodgers. Yet it didn't seem like nobody in Los Angeles was even talking about them. And now every time I check the news, they talk about how terrible they're doing. So it's I feel bad for these athletes. They can't do anything right. Dodgers offense fading down to the stretch. Who's the best team in baseball? All right, let's hit this one. It's from The Ringer, which is a blog. Who's the best team in baseball? I doubt it's the Dodgers. This comes from Michael Baumann. Oh, we're back. Oh, no, not we're back. That was a replay. All right, so who's the best team in baseball? With a week and change left before the end of the regular season, the Dodgers, Indians, Nationals, and Astros have all clinched playoff spots. But if one of the team wins the World Series, it won't. But if one of them wins the World Series, it won't necessarily answer the question. As of September 19th, 4 teams have clinched a spot in the postseason: the Dodgers, the Astros, the Indians, and the Nationals. In 2 weeks, those 4 teams plus 6 others yet to be determined will undertake a month-long postseason tournament to determine who's best. If you watched any amount of baseball, you know that the postseason doesn't reveal the best team so much as it reveals the team that took advantage of a weird strike zone at a key moment, or remembered to make an obvious defensive substitution. So conceding that any of these 4 teams... Alright, this is just a terrible written article. It's very confusing. This is a bad article. Alright, we have Forsyth up to bat against a guy named Arano, who I don't know anything about him, number 64. And now they're showing the crowd, and with a lot of white people. A lot of white people there in Philadelphia. Forsyth takes the ball, so it's now 1-1. Oh, no, this isn't Forsyth. This is Utley. I don't know where Utley came from. Maybe, this is a pinch hit. This must be a pinch hitter. Chase Utley playing against the Phillies, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's deep. That's going to fall. That went to the corner of the 409, and Chase Utley is going to get a double at least. Oh, he's going to third. That's a triple. Nice job, Chase Utley. Here we are, top of the 7th. Pinch hit, Chase Utley. So, yes, you are correct. They are going to take out Wood, and they pinch hit for Chase Utley, and that was a great decision. And now he's on third with a leadoff triple. And, man, he got around those bases so fast. He's old, but he's still got some wheels. Meatball right over the middle, and he just drove that thing all the way to the back wall. And it's like the corner of the wall because it's not like a rounded wall. There's like an angle. And he hit it to about the deepest part of the park, and has a stand-up triple. So great start to the top of the 7th, and now they're taking out Arano. Yep, and they're bringing in number 50-something for the Phillies, and that's probably a good decision. When you got old man Chase Utley hitting you that hard, that quickly, and getting a triple, time to get you out of there. And now we're at commercial break. So back to the article, which is titled, "Who's the Best Team in Baseball?" I'm just going to scroll down to the Los Angeles Dodgers. The most advantageous way to interpret this question, which team has the best overall body of work this year? The simplest way to look at the question, who is the best team to look at, who's won the most games? That's the Dodgers. The case for, we spent all season talking about how great this team was, and along the way they've gotten even better thanks to surprising performances from rookies and veterans on their last chance, and by picking up the best player to move at the trade deadline. The Dodgers have the best pitcher in baseball, the deepest starting rotation in baseball, the best team OPS in the National League, and it took one of the worst losing streaks in recent baseball history. Alright, so I guess we have the best team ever that took one of the worst losing streaks in baseball history. That is just crazy. But even after that, we're still 96-55, so that's pretty darn impressive. The case against. It's normal for a great team to have a bad couple of weeks. We had more than a couple of weeks. In August or September, what the Dodgers did beyond normal. Even though it seems that the worst is over, that losing streak casts doubts. Some tangible, others not. And what the Dodgers can be doing going forward. Even if that losing streak doesn't have any psychological scars, which I already know it does, just by living in Los Angeles, if it doesn't have psychological scars for the players, the people of Los Angeles, the ones that are talking about the Dodgers, they're just talking about how terrible they are. Even if the losing streak doesn't have any psychological scars, even if the fact that the Dodgers look mortal for the first time all year doesn't cost them anything going forward, there are some legitimate questions about the team. Is Alex Wood running out of gas after the All-Star break? Can manager Dave Roberts trust Pedro Baez, who was one of the best relievers in baseball this year until he posted a 14.73 ERA in baseball? Well, actually, we just learned today that no, manager cannot trust Pedro Baez, and he's most likely not going to be starting in the playoffs. So that's bad. All right, here's Hernandez up, number 14. And, I guess Chase Utley wasn't pitch hit for. Huh. I still think we're taking out the pitcher. And I think this is the 9th spot. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swung on. Oh, ripped down the left field line. That's in. Utley's going to come home. Number 14, Hernandez is going to second, and the Dodgers have tied the game up here in the top of the 7th, 2-2. This is exactly what the Dodgers needed. They made it through The starting pitcher made it through a sauna, and now Milner gives up a run right off the bat. Hernandez rips that thing down the line, and nobody even had a chance to get it. The third baseman, number 7 for the Phillies, dove for it, wasn't even close. And Utley, he could have moonwalked home. He had so much time. And let's hope there's still no outs. Let's hope. Who is this? Oh, here we go. Top of the order, Chad Taylor. So yes, for sure Thompson is coming out. And he shows bunt and pulls it back, strike 1. And Hernandez is being very aggressive at second base. Chris Taylor is batting .310 versus left-handed pitchers, and but not good since July 21st. So this is really just the story of the Dodgers. Everything that we read and see, I mean, I'm going to have to get a graph and see how bad of a downturn this was. Everything is since September, since the All-Star break, since so-and-so. It's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Who are we going to get? That's just the way the news is reading. But right now, we have a golden opportunity here with a man on second, no outs, and Chris Taylor up to bat. It's 1-1, and Milner does not look solid out there. Here's the pitch. And that was a great pitch, called a ball. This guy, Milner, has a sidearm. He's a lefty, and he throws a pretty dirty sidearm. Doesn't seem to have a lot of velocity, but even so far, you can tell he's hitting his spots. Milner gets the sign, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Oh, strike 2. So it's now 2-2, and yep, it's been confirmed. His fastball is only going 90, but it's like a sidearm coming in sideways 90, which has got to be hard to hit. Taylor steps in, grabs his balls, puts both hands on the bat. Milner gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. 91 miles an hour. And Taylor he's not giving up anything for free, hitting in the one spot. He is making these guys work. They're showing more cute girls in the crowd. And they're drinking beer, having a great time. And back to the game, 2-2. Hernandez takes a big lead. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. And this has just been something that Taylor's been doing all game. I don't know how many pitches that he's forced these pitchers to pitch, but they look tired after getting through them. And it's happening again. My guess is he's going to see a ball, going to know it's a ball. It's going to go to a full count, and then he's going to get walked. Because that seems to be the only way to get through Taylor tonight. Everything else is getting fouled back. He'll foul him away until he's walked. Or hit a home run like he did did earlier in the game. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. Full count coming to Taylor, and this is just like watching a replay of previous at bats. Doesn't matter how behind he gets in the count. He's gonna get walked here. I mean, why give him something over the middle with a guy on first? Put a guy on first, he can get a double. And yeah, it's 3-2 pitch. Miller throws back to second. Oh, safe. And Hernandez was taking a suicide lead. I didn't even notice it. He was very sneaky about it. And it looked like he was out. And I think that the coach of the Phillies is going to come out and talk to the referee. And he was safe. You can tell in the replay that he was safe, but that was close. Hernandez almost got caught. The coach for the Phillies is walking back into the dugout. And I think he's calling on the phone to see if it should be challenged. And they're telling him, no, don't challenge it. And he looks pissed. It looked like somebody peed in his cereal. And now he's going back underneath. Hey, now he's leaving the dugout. I don't know what's going on. Oh, maybe they are going to challenge this. The catcher comes out to the mound, talks to number 55, Milner. Now the whole team is crowding around the pitcher. Oh, this is going to be replayed. And that's just a smart decision. That was a dangerous lead from Hernandez, and he's safe. But just barely. That's going to be confirmed as safe, I think. Maybe there's not overwhelming evidence to overturn that, but that looks safe to me. But why not challenge it? Let's take a look. That's safe. If you're the Phillies, why not challenge it? Because this is a dire situation here with a man on second and no outs. So we'll see. These umpires they're actually not looking into any kind of a screen, actually. They're just standing. Wait. It's a replay review, but the umpires are not actually reviewing anything. They're just standing there. Two of them have their headphones on, and there's a little girl dancing in the background. Okay, so that somebody else must be reviewing the play. These umpires are not reviewing the play. It must be happening by a fifth or sixth umpire that's in front of a screen. And one of the umpires just spit on the ground, and that was one huge loogie. And let's just hope Hernandez gets called safe here. And the girlfriend just got home, so if you hear somebody in the background, that's her. I'm just going to apologize in advance. And Ludwig the dog has been very, very quiet the whole time. Now she's home. He's going to be loud. So just warning you ahead of time. Still, the play is still under review. I do not know what Hernandez was thinking. Was he going to steal, I guess? I'm not sure. He got so caught out there. And Milner, he didn't even look. It's like he had a sixth sense. Okay, they're done, and he's called safe. The play was confirmed, but still, very, very heads-up play from Milner, the pitcher, and I don't even think Hernandez thought for a second that he was going to throw it back, and sure enough, almost caught him. Maybe the Dodgers dodged a bullet right there. It was a beautiful slide. If anything saved it for Hernandez there, it was the slide. And we're going back, and there's still no outs. Full count to Taylor, who's still at bat somehow. That's just, I guess, what he does this year. Here's the pitch, foul back. Okay, so this Taylor guy, that's an outstanding display of athletic ability. He knew that ball was going to be a strike, and he just swung and got the bat on the ball. It looked like all he was doing was trying to put the bat on the ball. He was not trying to hit it in a play, and sure enough, he did it. So now he gets another pitch, and he's going to get walked. And there's the only way to get through Taylor tonight is to walk him. He is not giving away anything. He actually steps out of the box. Something wasn't right. Steps back in. The pitcher gets the sign. Here's the full count. Pitch. Oh, strike three. So Taylor bit on an outside breaking ball, and he wasn't even close. That was the first time he got owned all night, and we got one out. Still a great at bat, but he's not happy about it. He's grabbing the bat, walking back slowly. And now we got Seager up. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball one. And these Dodgers have been taking the first pitch all game, and they're just going to keep that going. There must have been a memo going through the dugout, don't swing at the first pitch, and it has been working. It's been very effective. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swung on, strike one. Now that was also a pretty good pitch. Milner, he throws this sidearm thing, and he's nothing to sneeze at. That is for sure. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back. Oh, no! That was not foul back. It was hit to the third baseman who caught it. And luckily, Hernandez didn't get caught out on the base path, and he got back to second pretty quickly. So now we're going to have Turner up with Hernandez on second. And a quick 2 outs. That was a great hit. It was a great rip, actually. And I guess he just didn't quite hit it high enough. And the third baseman just jumped a little bit and caught it. But he really got the bat on the ball, but it just didn't work out. And, oh, are they going to walk Turner? Why is Turner going to first base right now? They must have just hit Turner, and now Bellinger is coming up. He must have been hit by a pitch, or there was an intentional walk, and they didn't make him actually throw the 4 pitches. I do not know what just happened, but Turner's now at first. Now we got Turner at first, guy on Hernandez at second, and Bellinger up. 2 outs. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on, strike one. And Bellinger, ever since the Giants, I've been feeling a lot of wind coming off of his bat. He's swinging hard, but not hitting anything. He just put the bat on the ball, buddy. You don't have to swing that hard. You're very skinny. You got to hit the gym. But you're like a young Mark McGwire. Just hit the ball. Please. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed again. He is swinging for the fences. It's now 0-2. And I like Bellinger. He's great. He's a rookie. He's a little too skinny. But if he lets me down here, I'm going to be very disappointed in him. I mean, I've been waiting for him to just be crushing the ball now for too long. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Luckily, he was smart enough not to swing. 1-2 to Bellinger. This is a very important bat. If it's over the plate, just put the bat on it. Don't worry about a home run right now, buddy. Just hit the ball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Hernandez takes a huge lead. Swung on, hit hard to right field, and that's going to drop. Weird bounce in the corner. The right fielder has it, throws it in, and we're going to get play at the plate safe. So Turner comes home. We're going to be up 4-2. There we go, fellas. Bellinger put the bat on the ball. He didn't worry about the home run, and that worked out perfectly. He hit it right in the corner. And now the Phillies coach is going to come out, and they're going to be pulling Milner. That was a great pitch, but Bellinger just hit it so hard. He just swung. He just put the bat on the ball, and that's all we needed. It was only 330 to left field or to right field at the stadium. And boy, Turner, he put on the gas, and he got around pretty fast. I don't know if he is fast, but he was fast on this play. And now they're bringing in number 50-something for the Phillies, and we're going to go to a commercial break. So let's do some general baseball news. I got a request. Great play from Bellinger. It was weird this whole game. Like, you could kind of tell that the Dodgers were on the brink of breaking one open. And they waited at the top of the seventh to do it, but they did. And now we're up. And I don't want to jinx ourselves, but I don't see the Phillies getting 2 runs here in the next 3 innings. They're just not very good. So let's hope we got Jansen. And if we have Jansen coming in, that's really going to be helpful. And let's go to some general baseball news. Dodgers, let's just go, let's just go to, I got an idea here, people. I'm already at Major League Baseball's website. Let's just search around the website. Roberts giving Scuffling Baez a couple days off. We've already read that article. Let's scroll down a little bit. Pedro Baez critics should note that the right-hander not only won't be pitching the remaining 2 games of the current series against the Phillies, but he also won't even be in the Dodgers bullpen. Probably give Petey the next couple days off, 3 days off, Dave Roberts said. I asked Petey to sit with me in the dugout. We've already went over this article. If you weren't here for that, check it out. Dodgers fall. This is all Dodgers news. I just want news. Major League Baseball and team news. Select a team, anybody. There we go. Let's see what it brings up. Yanks bust out Broom versus Twins in playoff push. Let's see. New York. Aaron Judge and Gary Sanchez launched back-to-back home runs, and Didi Gregorius was also sent deep as the Yankees continued to fire on all cylinders in pursuit of a postseason berth, completing a series sweep of the Twins in an 11-3 victory on Wednesday afternoon at Yankee Stadium. Let's see if they're even close to making the playoffs. Judge connected for his American League leading 45th home run, and Sanchez hit his 32nd home run. All right, here's the pitch to Yasiel Puig. I'll go back to the Dodgers for now. I guess I got to go over here. You know what? I'm going to have to put Dodgers, I think, into the search bar. Yeah, it's 1-0 to Puig. Yep, I'm sorry. I went to some Dodgers news. I want to do some general news, and now I can't find the Dodgers anymore. I got to click the Dodgers into the search bar, I think. But those are the scores right now. See, as you can see, the Dodgers are up 4-2 in the top of the 7th. Yasiel Puig is up. There's a man on second. 2-0. Still a great spot for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Ooh, he hit his own ankle. And he is not looking good. He's walking it off. But, you know, those are always scary. The internet is going pretty slow. News. You know what? I'm just going to do this. MLB Dodgers. Put that in. That should pop right up. Oh, here we go. But I gotta go over here. Top stories, official. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Again, it bounces off his ankle. And Pinto, for the Phillies, is the first guy throwing gas all night. And he's throwing 96 miles an hour. And it looks like the Dodgers are having a hard time keeping up. There we go. Got the play-by-play back up. And Milner is not the pitcher. Yasiel Puig is batting. And the pitcher is Pinto, and he actually throws gas. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Bellinger on second. Yasiel Puig looks ready. Swung on, strike 3. Well, that was, it was a good inning. Though we could have done even better. We left a little bit of meat on the table. But here we go. I'm going to go back to some Major League Baseball news. Oh, yeah. We were reading about the Yanks. Are the Indians still killing it? I'm not sure. All right, so we're reading Aaron Judge and Gary Sanchez launched back-to-back homers, and Didi Gregorius went deep. They won 11-3 in a sweep at Yankee Stadium, full game coverage. It was just an example of the guys having quality at-bats day, Judge said. We start off a little slow, then we just turned it on. Hitting is contagious. Once we get guys getting a couple knocks, it just feels easy. The sweeps swelled the Yankees' lead over the Twins for their first AL wildcard in 7 games. The sweep swelled the Yankees' lead over the Twins for the first AL wildcard in 7 games. New York's magic number to secure a postseason spot was reduced to 4, pending an outcome of the Angels game against the Indians on Wednesday. Oh, that's tonight. I wonder who's winning that game. Yeah, so it looks like the Yankees are kind of starting to turn it on a little bit. Let's see if we have anybody else. Let's see, this doesn't look good. Says continue reading. This one is not good. Jimmy Nelson is expected to miss a chunk of the 2018 season while recovering from right shoulder surgery. Brewers general manager David Stern said Wednesday. So the Brewers are losing a player. Let's see, what is this one? Oh, and we're back to the game, and they're showing the replay, or they're showing replays of the game. They're showing Yasiel Puig getting a pretty good catch. Defensive play of the game goes to Puig, which is pretty sweet because he has been winning a lot of players of the games, and now number 26 is in there for the Dodgers. I don't know who that is. They're showing Hernandez, number 14, and we got Stripling coming up. He's 3-2, ERA of 3.58, 70 innings pitched, 65 hits, 17 walks, and some strikeouts. And they're showing a kid dancing in the crowd, and they're just having a great time. And his dad is dancing too. The whole family is dancing. All wearing Phillies red. Number 17 is up for the Phillies. His name is Hoskins. He's 0-2 for the night with batting .300. 18 home runs, 43 RBIs. Still in the bottom of the second. There is no outs, and let's hope Stripling has a good game. Just 1, 2, 3, super fast. There's ball 1, and I'll be right back, everybody. All right, it's 1-0 to Hoskins. Here's the pitch from Stripling. Huge curveball, strike 1. Wow, that was a very dirty 80-mile-an-hour curveball. Looked like it fell off of a table. I can't imagine how that was called a strike, but it was. That was outstanding pitch. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball in the dirt, 91 miles an hour. Now this guy, I like the way he's throwing it so far. Low fastballs, 91 miles an hour, and 80 mile an hour curveballs. Now that seems hard to hit. Hoskins has no chance. It's 2-1, but I'm not worried. Here's the windup. The pitch. Another fastball low. That one's 95 miles an hour. So later in the game, we're starting to see pitchers with velocity. It looked like a couple batting pitchers out there. It looked like batting practice pitchers for a little while. But you know, Thompson had a good game, and so did Wood. Here's the pitch. Ooh, ball 4. And Stripling is got to get this. He's throwing fast, but it's a little bit out of control, and they just put a player on. So man on first. Stumped It Fans Trivia. What pitcher holds the Los Angeles Dodgers record for the most wins in a single season? Sandy Koufax with 27 in 1966. So Sandy Koufax still has the most wins for the Dodgers in 1966, and I think that's just more of an indication that ever since like the 86 or 88 when the Dodgers won the World Series, we just haven't been that good. I don't know why. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. 81 miles an hour. That is the dirtiest curveball I've seen in a long time. But yeah, the Dodgers just have not been awesome. And it was just because we had a big market, and no matter what the Dodgers did, the Dodgers fans supported them, and they filled up the stadium, and you know, it was just allowed to be average. And something has changed in that front office, and I think partially it was Magic Johnson and when that family, the McCourts, got divorced. And now the Dodgers seem to be putting the priority on getting a good team. So that's good. And now they're showing a 0-2 pitch to Arthur, who hits the ball pretty hard. Big curveball, 1-2. And Stripling just does not want to give these guys something to hit, and I don't blame him. I can imagine how these curveballs can turn into hanging curveballs very, very quickly. But his control does seem to be there, except for the last batter. His curveball control is there. His fastball control is not. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Catcher sets up outside. Big curveball. Swung on, fouled out. So another curveball, but yeah, his curveball control is there, but his fastball control is not, and that's why you see a man on first right now. He walked him. Now 1-2. Bottom of the 7th inning, no outs. And wow, huge hardcore foul ball, and then the guy in the crowd just caught it easily with his hand. Just caught it. Throws back to first, and Hoskins is threatening to steal. I don't know why. Maybe Stripling just kind of needed a rest. But he steps in, he's in the stretch. Takes the sign, shakes it off, gets another one. Here's the pitch. Once again, a high fastball, 94 miles an hour. He cannot find the strike zone with those fastballs. And that is going to be a problem if that doesn't change. Because you can't just throw nothing but curveballs. I don't know too much about baseball, but I know that you can't throw nothing but curveballs, and curveballs work with fastballs. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Let's hope it's a curveball. Big curveball, swung on, home run. That's so far out. Gosh. That was a curveball over the plate. And now it's tied 4-4. Huge home run. Stripling just got whacked so hard. That was in the upper deck. Bases clearing home run. And we got a game on our hands. I knew that was going to happen. Man. And we were just reading Dodger news, and they were saying how Stripling was, gosh, that was a curveball. That was the most hanging curveball I have ever seen in my whole life. You guys should watch this on ESPN. Arthur, I knew that was going to be bad. So it's now 4-4. And Arthur just whacked it. Right now we have number 7 up for the Phillies. Michael Franco, batting .231, 20 home runs, 69 RBIs. We got a tie game here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit hard to third. Turner grabs it, throws it over to first. out number one, and we were even lucky that that wasn't out. Turner had to do a little did like a 360 out there on the ground. I mean, that's why it always sucked to be third baseman in Little League. The ball just gets hit so hard if you're playing third base, and Turner just stayed right in front of it. But man, the Phillies dugout looks pretty rejuvenated, and wow, that was a great play from Alter. Actually, it was a good display of hitting. He knew that Stripling wasn't going to give him a fastball, so he just waited on it, and bam. Here's the 0-0 pitch. We got one out, strike one, and once again, the Dodgers do not seem to have any trouble with strike one. The first pitch all game, they have been killing it. They get strikes every time. Here's Tommy Joseph. Here's a pitch. And there's a high fastball. And Stripling doesn't have any control with his fastball. So let's hope he goes back to the curves. But doesn't only do curves. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Big curveball. Hit hard. That could be a home run. Please be foul. Another home run. Joseph just hit that ball so hard. I jinxed us. I thought a 2-run lead was going to be enough. It's now 5-3 Phillies. They took the lead here in the bottom of the 7th. And this might have been, maybe we should have left Wood in there, and Dave Roberts is coming out. This was another hanging curveball. Jesus. What the hell was that? Okay, so now you guys definitely got to watch this on ESPN. I've never seen these guys. It was like the home run derby. And Stripling, they got to get him out of there. Oh, and they're dabbing. They're dabbing on him. I don't see why the Phillies are even trying so hard. They can't make the playoffs, and we got a pitching change. And now we got the whole infield. Yeah, we got Utley, we got Turner, we got everybody in the infield, and now we're cutting to commercial break. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Dodgers just gave up the lead in the bottom of the 7th. God. All right, we're back, everybody. We got Watson pitching. Let's hope this goes a little bit better. One out, just one out here in the bottom of the 7th. It seems like we've been here for an hour. We got Knapp up to bat. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Watson takes the sign, starts out in the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fastball outside. Number 15 is on deck. And this has just turned sad all of a sudden. But I'm not too worried. Let's hope the Dodgers are hitting. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike two. And earlier in the game, we read some Dodger news where they were talking about their win percentage getting over 4 runs or getting under 4 runs. And we got over 4 runs, so this means that we should be 75% to win, but not tonight. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Watson seems to have his control. Wasn't going to give him anything to hit. Ball 2. Man, there's still only 1 out. And I don't know why this window keeps refreshing itself, but maybe that's a good thing. And I'm just happy Major League Baseball hasn't torn me down yet. Swung on, shortstop, throws it over to first, 2 outs. And Watson looks like it looks like he's in control. He's hitting his spots. Let's just keep him in there for a long time. And he looks fresh, too. I don't know when was the last time he pitched, but he looks very, very fresh. And we got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And we just got to get out of this inning and hope our offense can do something. But the Phillies bullpen looked pretty shaky. So I think we're over 50-50 right now to at least score a run to tie it up in 2 innings. But I don't know for sure about those stats. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. Strike 1. We should have brought Watson in right off the bat. Screw Stripling. Ty Kelly is up right now. Pinch hitting. He's batting .250 with 5 doubles, 1 home run, and 7 RBIs. So that's not bad as a pinch hitter. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Hit to second, and there's 3 outs. And thank goodness we're out of the inning. Let's hope Watson's coming back. And then we can bring in... Let's hope Watson's coming back. But let's hope that we can score or get ahead so we can see Jansen. I mean, the only reason I like watching is for Jansen. And we're going to a commercial break, but I'll stick around. But yeah, we were listening to or reading Dodger news earlier, and they talked about us scoring over 4 runs, but their bullpen did not look good. I can imagine that we're probably a favorite to tie it up. And if Watson's going to pitch like that, I'm not too worried about them getting more runs. That was just all Stripling being forced to throw curveballs for strikes. Like, he couldn't hit the plate with a fastball. And his curveball was great when he wasn't throwing it directly over the plate. But when he's down in the count and he has no confidence in his fastball, being forced to throw curveballs for strikes, it was bad news. And sure enough, he got hit hard for 2 home runs in 1 inning. And let's hope we got the top of the order coming up. Just a home run, some kind of batting, maybe a walk. Wait, who was the last one out? Bellinger? I think we're at the end of the order, so I think the top of the order will be coming up in the 9th. Let's say that this is a 1-2-3 inning. Though it probably won't be because these pitchers did not look great. But here's a new one coming in. Garcia is going to be coming in, and he's got a 2.4 ERA. I don't know anything about him. But let's just hope he has an off night. Because if he has an off night, we're going to do well. And I'm not too particularly worried here. So we're going to the top of the 8th. And this is actually my first time doing a complete game. So I'm just going to keep on going. Just so I can say that I've broadcast a full game. Once you kind of get in the hang of it, it's a little bit easier than you think. But it's still not easy. And I'm going to print out some news next time so I don't have to go on my phone and search for news. I'm just going to find Dodger news, baseball news, and maybe some general news. Alright, they got a close-up on somebody right now, and that's a great shot of his face. Great videography coming from CSN. And Luis Garcia is up right now. He's 1-4 in 61 games. Not doing awesome. So, alright, this is good. But he doesn't give up a lot of home runs. But let's see, who do we have up right now? Skinny guy. He's skinny. Here's the pitch. It's Austin Barnes, and high and inside for ball 1. Number 15 for the Dodgers is Barnes, and he's batting .289, 6 home runs, 32 RBIs, and he's got a double in there earlier. Here's the pitch. Ball 2, So, wow, Garcia throws gas, 98 miles an hour, and he just barely missed the strike zone on the outside. And this guy looks pretty serious, actually. Garcia, he looks serious. This might be tough. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside corner again, 99 miles an hour. So it's 3-0, but I'm still not feeling too confident. This guy Garcia is jacked. And he throws gas. And he's hitting the same spot every time. If that's just a little bit more inside, that's 1, 2, 3 strikeout. Barnes looks nervous. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Right down the middle, 97 miles an hour. That should have been the green light all day. He's not going to miss that strike zone. Just swing. If these coaches just had everybody swinging on 3-0, they would get so many hits. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Outside corner, once again, ball 4. All right, so the Dodgers have a man on first. No outs, top of the 8th. And I read somewhere that if you put the first man on, whether it's a walk or a hit, if the guy gets on first base with no outs, you have a greater than 50-50 chance of scoring. So right now, I think we're better than a coin flip to tie up the game. So that's good. And from T-Mobile, unlimited baseball break. September 20th, 2017, Giancarlo Station, MIA, Cubs number, I don't know what this is, I don't even understand it. Aaron Judge, Carlos Stanton. I don't know what they're doing here. This is something, unlimited baseball break. This must be something like an online game. Now we have an interview with Greg Murphy at GMurphCSN, if you want to find him on Twitter. Strike 1 to a lefty. I don't know. Oh, Grandal. Batting 244. And they're talking to this guy on the sideline. I don't know what he's saying. Maybe I should learn how to read lips if I'm going to keep on doing this. But you know what? Get the camera off of him. Who cares? All right. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. So 1-1. And Garcia is the real deal. He's a good pitcher. This is not going to be easy, even with no outs. They're back to the sideline reporter, who I doubt played baseball. Doesn't look athletic. Here's the pitch, right down the middle, 97 miles an hour, 1-2. All right, enough with you, buddy. Here we go. Back to the players. Number 37. They just showed him. Sweet dreadlocks. Garcia gets the sign. My guess is going to be a fastball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball in the dirt. Oh! Number 15 takes second. Ah, sweet. So Barnes, it was in the dirt and bobbled, and Barnes just heads up play, made it over to second. Does that count as a stolen base? Well, I don't know why he ran. That was so risky. But it worked. It was hardly a bobble. It looked like it was going to be a bigger bobble. That's why he ran. But he got away with one, and I think that guy might be really fast. So now there's no outs, and a man on second. And 2-2 to Grandal. And I think we're going to get to the top of the order here, which would be awesome. Maybe we can get to the top of the order twice in the last 2 innings, and then we're for sure going to win. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside, and the guy on they're going to take third. It was a bobbled ball by the catcher, so now Barnes is on third. Actually, it passed the catcher. It looked like a good pitch, but he just missed it. Yep, he just completely missed the ball, and it went to the backstop, and the guy, Barnes, easily took third. Oh, wow. So, yes, now they're warming up Louis Avalon, which means that they're going to pinch hit for, I don't know. Watson was looking pretty good. Let's just keep him in there. He was looking great, but I guess they just need this opportunity. And Grandal strikes out. That was an 88-mile-an-hour changeup, and that was a dirty, dirty pitch. Garcia is serious. Grandal had no chance of hitting that. Made him look foolish, actually. So here we go. There's one out. And who's this at bat? He's a lefty. Let's just hope it's somebody good. Oh, is that Chase Utley? Oh, we got Chase Utley up. All right, here we go. Chase Utley, he's batting .235, 8 home runs, 32 RBIs. Not the greatest season, but he had a triple in the 7th. And now he's back up in the 8th with a man on third, one out. This is a great opportunity. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Oh, I got a text. All right, 1-0. Great opportunity. Here's the pitch. 2-0. So Garcia is not giving him anything to hit, but he's batting 8th in the lineup, and I guess they're going to pitch hit. So Garcia is not even close to being out of this yet, and he's down in the count right now. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Chase Utley. Fastball, Chase Utley hits it to first, throws it to home, safe. He's safe. Oh, he's safe. It was so close. Wow, Chase Utley just got an RBI. Fielder's choice. The first baseman took it to home, and Barnes must be really fast. Chase Utley looks older. He looks distinguished, but he's still making a difference against the Phillies, no less. And we got a 5-5 game here in the top 8th, and Garcia is still not out of it. Barnes slid in, missed the base. They both had a second chance at home plate, and he hit it. So Barnes with heads-up base running just to get to second to begin with. Then on the pass ball to get to third, and maybe the only person better at base running than Yasiel Puig is Barnes, because that was outstanding. That's going to make Sports Center tonight. Oh, man. Hey, babe. I'm close for doing a whole game. It's 5-5, and it's in the top of the 8th.
Ooh.
And, yeah.
Wasn't it just 3?
It was just 5. It was, yeah. Oh, wait. It's 5-5. This is an outstanding game. Yeah, Chase Utley coming through for us. I don't think he started. I think he was a pinch hitter. Oh, that was open the whole time?
No, it just opened.
Oh. Here's the pitch. Garcia is struggling, but seems like he's pitching great. It's like a bobble. Okay, here we go. Now we have 2 outs. Peterson hit it, and it was like a bunt, but it was a full swing. He just nubbed it. And if it wasn't so straight to the pitcher, he probably would have been able to beat it out. But he runs off, and now I think we got the top of the order with the man on second, 5-5. And I don't know what happened to Garcia. He's probably pitching the best out of anybody I've seen pitch so far, and he's losing. He throws gas, and he hits his spots. Chase Utley's on second. Here's Chris Taylor. He makes people work for it. Couldn't be any happier with the situation. Here's the pitch. High for ball 1. 97 miles an hour. And Garcia has full control over his fastball, hitting spots, and he let Barnes on the bases, and that was a killer for him. Maybe he didn't realize how fast Barnes can run, but that was, he got scored on so fast and furiously, it's not even funny. Garcia is going to learn something there. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Chase Utley's on second. Ball 2. And Garcia does look a little bit, he doesn't look happy out there. He had so much confidence going into it, and now he's taking more time. Oh, you found one? Oh, did you buy those? I'm pretty sure I didn't lose that. But you got 2 of them, though. That's a good idea. Chris Taylor steps in. The 2-0 pitch. This should be a strike. Garcia checks the runner. Here's the pitch. all three, 3-0, and you know that walking Taylor here is not the worst thing in the world. It's 3-0. There's no reason to put something over the plate. It just more fastballs on the corners. Walking him is not the worst thing in the world. So I expect a ball here, but if it does go over the plate, let's hope Taylor's ready for it and hits a home run. Here's the pitch, right down the middle. Taylor hits it, chopper to third, throws it over to first, and 3 outs. So Dodgers tie it up here in the 8th, and we're going to the bottom of the 8th. Tie game. Phillies are playing pretty well. Dodgers are playing pretty well. It's going to be a photo finish, and I'll be back in a few minutes. How's your day?
Yeah.
We went chasing squirrels.
By your mom's?
Yep, we were over there, and we must have chased like hundreds of them today. I don't know why there are so many. And we were close to getting a couple.
Ooh.
We were chasing squirrels. He has, chasing squirrels. I bet you he likes that better than going to the dog park.
I hate being as well.
Yeah, but I think chasing squirrels is something that me and him have together. And now I let him like kind of like stock up on him a little bit more. But one of these days I'm gonna let him off the leash. But he's just not ready yet. All right, we're back, everybody. Let's see, who is... wait. Is Garcia still pitching? What just happened? I thought there was 3 outs. Maybe that was a foul ball? Something just happened. I thought it was 3 outs. They cut to commercial break. Now I come back, and everybody's back out on the field, and there's only 2 outs with the man on first and second, still in the top of the 8th. There must have been some kind of a replay from upstairs, and Seager is up to bat. All right, so we get a second chance here. I've never seen that before in baseball. That must be the replay. There's no other explanation. Maybe I should turn that audio on, but can't risk it. Corey Seager is up to bat. 298, 20 home runs, 71 RBIs, and Garcia is still not out of this. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. And this umpire is, I don't know, maybe he doesn't like Garcia. Something is going on. He should be calling more strikes. These are great pitches. I don't know what's going on. Garcia is losing, though he's pitching great. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Seager. He looks so skinny. And for some reason, that one was called a strike. So now it's 1-1. Garcia hits the outside corner with the curveball. 86 miles an hour. I haven't seen too many curveballs out of him. It seems to be fastballs, changeups. And that was a great pitch, actually. 1-1 pitch to Seager.
Let's see what there is.
Ball 2. That was in the dirt. Garcia looks frustrated. I've never seen them pull everybody back on the field like that. I can't wait to watch SportsCenter to see one stripling get so nailed. Biggest home runs I've seen in a month. Back to back. And then to see what happened there. It must have been I don't know what happened. It must have been a replay. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Okay. Cedar. Wait. Now it's, never mind. Now it's 2-2. It's 2-2. I thought that was strike 3, but it wasn't. We got one more chance here. Let's go, Seager. Garcia gets the sign. The 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Outside, now 3-2 to Seager. And Turner comes up next. Turner's on deck, and he is looking very excited to possibly hit with the bases loaded. Utley's on second. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Seager looks excited. Needs to hit the gym, but looks excited. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Yeah, I bet you if you took the total weight of the Dodgers for how good they're hitting, they are got to be the most undersized team around. Every single one of these guys is skinnier than the next. Hui is the only one with that's big. And Chase Utley is having a great time out there. He's loving it. And, he played with the Phillies for so long. He's back at home, and he just likes being there. Good to see. The crowd's loving him. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Checks the runner. Checks the runner again. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Third base chopper. Throws it over to first. 3 outs. So we finally have 3 outs here in the 8th after some shenanigans, and we are going to the bottom of the 8th. Due up Hernandez, Galvis, and Herrera. Can't wait to see what happens. This has been a good game, and we're going to commercial break. Hey, babe. It's nice out right now. You took him on a long walk, huh?
Oh, we met people. Got to meet some other dogs.
Once again, when I was doing my stream, I forgot to change the title of it. So I put on a game and a date that wasn't even the right game or date. I don't even think. Let me check again. I think I might still have the wrong date. Oh no, I don't. Still a commercial break, everybody. I need to get a microphone. Wow, that's pretty.
I think it's for Callie.
Oh, you should totally give this to her. Is that a chair? Like a step stool? It's a dangerous step stool because if you just step on the side of it, you're going to fall off.
It's not a step stool.
No, it's not a step stool.
Did you unload the dishes today?
No, I put dishes in. They were clean? I don't know. Maybe, I think you should just run it again real quick.
What do you mean run it again? All these dishes were clean.
Alright, so that one I put in. These two I put in. I ripped them off pretty well. And then the bowl I put in. Yeah, that's, I don't know exactly. Yeah, I saw that right when I moved you. Because I didn't clean it up with the milk. Unfortunately, I cleaned up with the milk. Alright, we're back, everybody. Cesar Hernandez is up. Shows bunt. Hits it foul. It's not going to be 0-2. We got Avalon pitching. Quite an exciting game. Who knows? Maybe we'll get extra innings. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Hernandez. Ball 1, 1-1. 93 miles an hour. Not throwing gas. The only person that I had confidence in was Watson, and they took him out immediately. And if we're going to blame anybody's fault on this one, it's Stripling. So shows bunt, takes it back, ball 2. Yeah, it was Stripling's fault. It was just Terrible display of pitching. 2 home runs, literally in back-to-back. They were in the upper deck, but we're not gonna stick around on that. Maybe next time we'll do better. But we got a 5-5 game. We're happy to be tied. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2. And it's 2-2 to Hernandez. He's 0 for 3 on the night, but batting .288 overall. And here's the pitch. Ball 3. So we're going to have a full count pitch coming up. And I don't know why the Phillies are trying so hard. Look at their record. They're 60-91. Just go home. You have nothing to gain here. But here's a 3-2 pitch. Right down the middle. Nope. Called the ball. So the Dodgers have now walked the first batter up. And that's no good. I don't know why we took out Watson. He was really throwing well. And look, Arizona's top of the third against San Diego. It's tied 2-2, and their record is getting awfully close to ours. So let's hope San Diego can win that game. And that's the dog Ludwig. Still 5-5. Here's the pitch from Avalon. Throws it back to first. Freddie Galvis is up, batting .258, 12 home runs, 61 RBIs. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. And Avalon is having definite control problems. The first baseman comes out and says something to him. I don't know what. I don't know. They're showing somebody in the dugout on the Dodgers, like one of the coaches. And I always found it funny that in baseball the coaches wear the same uniform as the players. You know what? Are they going to suit up and go slide? Here's the pitch. Shows bunt, fouls it off. It is 1-1 here in the bottom of the 8th with no outs. And Phillies have somebody on first. So this is not time to get scared, but this is not good. Like to see Avalon get it out right now. They keep on showing the coach on the Dodgers in the dugout. He had like a weird computer screen in front of him. Maybe he's the pitching coach. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Bunt right back to the pitcher. They might turn 2. Error at second. There's gonna be a play at third. Error at third. Turner back into the dugout. Turner misses the ball. And we're gonna have the Phillies with a man on second and third with no outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Turner is slow to get up. Number 13, who is this guy? 13 was fast. Turner is now limping back to his position. Something weird happened. So 13 bunted it to the pitcher. The pitcher turns around, throws it to second, who misses the ball. It goes to the center fielder. The center fielder then throws it to third. And Avalon hits Turner really, really weird on his left forearm. But though the ball was not even there yet. And now Turner falls to the ground awkwardly, but he seems okay. Now he's walking to the pitching mound. He does not look happy. Utley's taking control of the infield. Telling everybody to calm down. Turner goes back to third. Still doesn't have his glove on. Walking it off. It didn't look that bad. Whatever happened at third, it didn't look that bad, but I guess it hurts. I don't see Turner faking it. So here we go. Bottom of the 8th. That was a bunt that turned into a double, everybody. It was a bunt directly back to the pitcher. The pitcher turned around and tried to throw it to second, but it was a wild. And then also at the same time, the slide kind of knocked him over. So they had no chance at the play. When the pitcher could have just thrown it to first and got one out. I don't know. Now instead we have a guy on a bunt that turned into a double. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. Herrera, thank goodness, missed that ball because that could have easily been a hit. 0-1 to Herrera, and this is not good. I don't know why we took out Watson. crowd in Philadelphia is starting to get pumped up. Less than half of the seats filled, but still they're getting crazy. Herrera steps in. Here's the pitch. Strike one, or no, strike two now. And it looked like the umpire was just hooking him up with the strike there. That did not look like a strike. Abdul Herrera. In the Dodgers bullpen, we got Brandon Morrow. We should have brought him in a lot earlier. I don't know why we have these great players in the dugout, in the bullpen, and we're not bringing them in. Are we testing these guys out? Is that what's going on? If that's the case, then that's fine, but we might lose the game now. Herrera fouls that one away, still 0-2. Honestly, I just want to see Jansen. That's all I care about. I just want to see Jansen now. That's Ludwig. The game is really slowed down. Avalon is taking his time. It's 0-2. He takes the signal. Just 2, 1. That's 3 outside, or 3 inside. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball inside. 94 miles an hour inside, way off the plate. So a number 3, I guess, is a fastball. That's the dog.
Did you feed him on time?
You know what? Actually, I don't think I fed him today. You know what? This is the first time I've ever not fed him.
That's not true.
It's the second time I've ever not fed him. I gave him some treats though. Yeah, he's overdue to eat. Because I was gone all day. I didn't feed him. Sorry.
You were gone all day.
I was at my mom's.
I thought you brought him.
I did. I just forgot food. Oh, Avalon gets the strikeout. It's about time. We got one out here. I gave him treats. We had a great time. We were chasing squirrels and everything. All right, now we got 8th Europe, and Dave Roberts is coming in. Let's hope that they're taking him out and bringing in... Oh, yep, they're calling the righty. So that means they're bringing in the good player. We should have had him in before. Morrow's coming in. Number 17. And the Dodgers have themselves into a bit of a jam here. Bases loaded with only 1 out. Avalon, thanks for nothing, dude. We must have just been giving him an opportunity. And now we're going to commercial break. Should I feed him?
No. You eat when we eat.
Hey, babe. We had a great day. Yeah, but we were running around. He was the best behaved he's ever been. He's the best behaved he's ever been along the platform. No. I'm so sorry. Oh, still on break, everybody. All right, we are back. Morrow's in there, 5-0, ERA of 2.25. He's the real deal. Don't know why we brought in Avalon. But if anybody's going to get us out of this jam, it is Brandon Morrow, and maybe he'll even pitch the ninth. They're showing the replay of the 7th inning right now. They're showing these hanging curveballs from Stripling that just get whacked. And yeah, the reason why it's Stripling, it's his fault. But let's not get hung up on that. Let's hope they mention him on SportsCenter though. Plenty to see on SportsCenter, everybody. So if you do get a chance to see the replay, I highly recommend it. A lot of good home runs, a lot of good plays. It's been a great game overall, and he's homered in 3 straight games for the 2nd time in his career. So you know, Aaron Arthur, he knows what he's doing. Here's the first pitch from Morrow. High, 99 miles an hour, way high. That was almost a wild pitch, but good to see him throwing gas. No one's catching up to that. So let's hope he can throw some strikes here. But Morrow is a badass. I didn't know he threw that hard. And he looks pretty jacked up. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Sadly, it's bases loaded. Swung on, hit hard to Yasiel Puig. Misses the catch. Multiple runners are going to come home. Puig throws it in. And I think that might have been 3 runs. And Puig hurt his wrist somehow. What is it? Oh, 7-2. Only 2 people came home. Man, that was an amazing hit from Arthur. He's having a great game. That was one of the first mistakes that I've seen Puig make in the outfield in a long time. And the Phillies are up 5-7. Now they're showing the replay. Great fastball low. Let's see, Puig dives for it, but I think what happened was the scoreboard confused him. I think the scoreboard confused him because it was neon. And earlier in the game, he also hit his shoulder making a catch against the wall. And I think he had gator arms for that catch plus the neon sign. Either way, he misses it. Strike 1 to the next batter. Man, Puig is so hit or miss. Now they got a close up on him, and he looks like he's gonna cry. Time to eat, buddy. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Great curveball, swung on, fouled off his ankle. Back on Puig again, and he does not look happy. Poor Puig. He kind of plays like a kid out there, which is a good thing, and it's a good thing overall. But when things go bad, he does not look happy. He wears his emotions on his shoulders, and this game is no different. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Let's go, Morrow. Ooh! High fastball, fouled up. And that was badass. 99 miles an hour. And it was right where the catcher wanted it. High fastball. Hit the spot, swung on, and just barely clipped. That was almost strike 3. Now they're trying to replay the 2 runs again. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Arthur takes a big lead. Strike 3. So we got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Phillies have broken it open 7-5. They have really been hitting the ball nicely. Number 7 is pissed. Franco, he's yelling at himself. And that was a dirty curveball. Morrow kind of made him look like an idiot. Oh man, now they're back on Yasiel Puig. He's got his head down. He looks like he's going to cry. Now I feel bad for him. It's not totally your fault. That was a great hit, buddy. Still got his head down. Still got his head down. All right, now he's back in it. Here's the pitch number 19 on the Phillies. Hit hard to center field. And number 3 makes the catch. Chris Taylor makes the catch going to the bottom of the 9th. So, the Dodgers are behind the 8 ball. And I'm going to have to make something happen here. We're on commercial break, and I'll just stick around. So this is actually the first game that I broadcast from the very beginning to the very ending. And honestly, it's not even that hard. I mean, it was hard the first couple times. You just got to keep going, and it's only been a 3-hour game so far. So I think that helps a lot. When these things get closer to 4.5 hours, it's hard to even pay attention the whole time. And I think that's part of the problem with Charter is people just can't watch 4-hour baseball games, and they can't even find the Dodgers. And who's watching baseball? So anyway, screw Charter, screw Spectrum. If you guys are listening, you know what? I don't like you, and Ludwig doesn't like you guys, and Ludwig doesn't like you. Going to the bottom of the ninth. Everyone's upset now. I think we got Turner up. It says Turner. If we have Turner up, that would make me happy. Turner gets on. Bellinger gets a home run. Or they all both get on, and then Pui gets a home run to make up for that error. But I don't know if that counts as an error. It didn't hit his glove. But if it wasn't an error, what can you do? Still on commercial break. Here we go. The Major League Baseball, it keeps on restarting. I don't know why. Oh, the next game is at San Francisco and then San Diego. All right, so those are some pretty good games. I'll do the San Francisco game next. Unless if it's on ESPN is my only problem. Then nobody listens because people just watch it on ESPN. Any game that gets national exposure, no YouTube hits. And I'm not allowed to show the actual video of the games, and they pull it down so fast. All right, here we go. Close up on Alter. He's having a great game. Hoskins and the umpire are now talking. Number 17. Pitching is number 50 for the Phillies, not Garcia. And up to bat is Turner. So here we go. Top of the ninth. Hector Neris, he's 4-5. ERA at 3.2, not having a great season actually. 69 games, so maybe we can win here. Turner swings, that is hit hard. That could be a home run. Nope. 1 out. All right, so let's go Bellinger. We got Bellinger and Pui. Turner, nice job. He's really just trying his best, but he's just not what he used to be, or not at the beginning of the season. No one has really gotten out of their slump completely. And wait till we see more Dodgers news tomorrow. It's just going to be the same old, no one's hitting. Yasiel Puig still looks like he's going to cry. Steps out, he's on deck. You know what? He doesn't look happy. I don't feel confident with him. Bellinger takes ball 1. Neris takes the pitch. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. 96 miles an hour. Right down the middle. Yasiel Puig is trying to get himself psyched up, but I don't know if he's in the mental state to actually turn this around. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. Still looks like he's going to cry. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, strike 2. Bellinger pulled his head out. Looked like an idiot. He has 2 RBIs, and he had 1 good hit this game, but in general, the last couple weeks, Bellinger has not been super impressive. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away. So yeah, screw Spectrum. Nobody likes Spectrum.
I like Spectrum.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Or here's the 1-2 pitch to Bellinger. Swung on, fouled away. At least he's fighting for it. That probably would have been called a strike, so he got the bat on the ball. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Bellinger. Please hit a home run. Ball 2. 88 miles an hour outside. Wasn't even close. Bellinger is too good of a batter to swing at that. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Neris. Swung on, strike 2, strike 3, strike 3. Man, I think this game is over, guys. Come on, Pui. Bellinger should not have been swinging at that. Man. Got to open up a jar. First try. Here's the pitch to Pui. Strike one, right down the middle. He was looking. Pui, you got to get out of this. He's like a child out there. He's got to get out of this mental state that he's in right now. He doesn't look happy. He doesn't look happy to be a baseball player. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike two. I think this game is over, fellas. So 0-2 to Pui. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. So Pui puts the bat on the ball, and he is still crying. Pui, just shake it off. Get on. Hit the ball, please. He steps in. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. And he kind of pulled his head off of it and was lucky to actually even put the bat on the ball. Oh and 2. Neris gets the sign. Phillies fans are going crazy. Dodger fan looks pissed next to him. Back to the game. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to center field. At the wall. Jumping catch. Game's over. And Pui almost hit a home run just now, which is, he is going to be so sad. Great catch in center field to end the game. And it's over. Now they're back to that, cut back to that Dodger fan, and now she doesn't look happy. Phillies fans are giving each other a high five. Great catch from the center fielder. I can't wait to see that in slow motion. I don't know who that was. Number 30. And Pui is still standing out there. Was that? I don't know what's going on. Now the umpires are talking about something. Maybe this is going to be a replay. Pui is just standing out in the field with his hands up. Dave Roberts looks confused. Let's see this in slow motion. The center fielder jumps for the ball at the State Farm sign and catches it. I don't know, it looked about as clean as you can get. I guess they're going to replay. You know, the game wasn't long enough for advertising sales. So now they can get a couple more commercials. But the game's over, everybody. Yep, the game's over. All right, well, thanks for watching, everybody. The Dodgers lost. Pretty sad. Pui almost saved the day there, or at least almost got us one run back. It was hit so hard to the deepest part of the ballpark. And it was over the fence, but he jumped up and he caught it. And the game's over. So anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. Dodgers lose. Next, we're going up against the Giants. I'll be back for that one. Thanks for watching. It's over. You know, maybe I should do a post-game show? Anyway, I've been going for 3 hours. Alright. Like and subscribe my channel if you're liking this. And I'll do more Dodgers games. I promise I'll get better at it. Alright. Bye.